Avedon, how you doing, bro? I wanted to talk about... What did I want to talk about? I just want to figure out what game to play. I can't remember if I have any other topics of conversation that is of importance. In the stream title, nothing much. Came up on my phone notifications. We need to talk. Oh, yeah, that's just a notification. I mean, I don't know what else to put there. What other clickbait nonsense can I put in the notification that means anything? So yeah, no, don't worry about that. That's just there because I don't know what else to type there. Mighty, how you doing? What do you have for us today? I don't know yet. I have not decided anything yet. I'm just finished with videos. Now I'm chilling. And I'm live. I don't know what to do. Gafaspar, how you doing, bro? Going anyway? Enjoy your weekend? Yeah, my weekend was good. Bit busy. Bit busy for my taste. I would have liked a bit more me time. But, you know, that was never going to happen. So it is what it is. Starfield guy, how you doing, bro? Okay, so I won't play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I have no interest in that game. I've already finished Cyberpunk 2077 multiple times over, so won't be playing that. Not at the moment. I'll probably start it again at some point, but I'm not finishing it again this quickly. Space Marine 2 is a good option. It's a good option. Just to know if I'm in the mood for that kind of game. It all depends on the mood. It all depends on the mood. Colony sim, survival, settlement, management, that sort of thing is what I'm actually in the mood for, but also not. So it's a weird spot to be in. We'll figure it out throughout the course of the stream, I'm sure. We could finish Mass Effect because we're in the middle of Mass Effect 2, so we could just go Mass Effect into Mass Effect 3, and that should be good. Bigger Games, how you doing, bro? I can offer Deep Rock Galactic. I don't think I've ever played that. I don't think I've ever played that.
By order of the Emperor, my fellow Romans, I bring forth tidings of hope across our glorious lands. For we stand on the threshold of a new age.
Wait, why is this a live action? What's going on?
Our streets shall be lined with abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests, and our coffers shall overflow with wealth. An era of prosperity dawns upon us, heralded by the arrival of a new governor.
You can take it from here.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Anno? More Anno? Dude, Anno is like a schizo game, man. It starts off pretty slow and pretty chill, and then suddenly it just becomes absolutely schizo. So, I don't know if I'm in the mood for an Anno game. Will be similar to Total War Rome. There's gameplay ones too. A new Anno game came out this year, and it's based in ancient Rome. Is this the new Anno? I've not seen this. I've not seen anything about this. Grofa, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I've got no idea, man. Like, I might just be in the mood for Mass Effect. Nice story game, old school, good storytelling, good dialogue, good action, brilliant story just in general. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's what we should do. Finish Mass Effect. We've been going long enough. Not out yet, but beta starts soon. It's good that betas are making a comeback, but it kind of feels like a lot of betas aren't really betas. But Abaddon, that's exactly my problem. Anno is brilliant early game. I would say early to mid game. Anno is really, really good. And then my problems with Anno is there's no way of optimizing your build in such a way that you don't eventually just madly scramble with bullshit. Like, oh crap, I need to build this new industry. Oh, but to build this new industry, I have to build a bunch of new level 1 houses, upgrade a bunch of houses to level 2, then upgrade a bunch of houses to level 3, and then I can build this industry. But now in order to sustain this industry, I need more level 1 houses. In order to do more level 1 houses, I need more level 2 houses. And it's just like you're constantly fighting this losing battle against just trying to run your town, because nothing ever actually goes away. I think that's probably my biggest problem with Anno, is technology tends to progress as time goes on, but it also replaces older things, right? So when you have technological advancements, like for example the printing press, the job of the scribe went away because we had the printing press now. The issue with Anno is new technologies come around, but they never replace the old technology. It's just built on top of the old. I don't know. I hate Anno for that. Too complicated. I lose interest later on. It's genuinely, for me at least, not even a problem of complication. It's a problem of the game becomes a micromanagement hell. You can't just let the game go. You have to micromanage every little thing. Anything you want to do takes an hour to do because you need to do 500 other things before you can do the new thing that you wanted to do. It's like, man, I just want to play a game. I just want to have a pig farm. You know, why do I need 500 other things in order to get the pig farm? Very annoying. Grover, but that's not true. Every city builder isn't like that. What's this, Abaddon? Tempest Rising. What?
Welcome command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
Land across Eurasia, most heavily affected by the fallout.
You have proven yourself loyal to me so far, General.
What is this?
Our dynasty has waited long enough. Show me that my trust is not misplaced.
Braces for the inevitable retaliation.
Dude, is this just Command and Conqueror?
Strong though they may be, they are still flesh and bone.
I do not hate this. I do not hate this. Just good old-fashioned RTS, you know? Like, no supply chain management, no unnecessary complication. Just build some shit, shoot some shit, destroy some buildings, everyone's happy. I like this. I will definitely... I'll mark this. Why not? Ainty, how you doing? Yes, we played Path of Exile 2. But then other games came out and I started playing those instead. Where's my Path of Exile 2? Here we go. I have about 25 hours of playtime in Path of Exile 2. So I'm not grinding Andy with Path of Exile 2. It's more just playing the story, having fun with the story, and then I'm probably going to be done by the time the story is finished. But I did play it. It's a really fun game. I just got distracted with other games, which is what I always do. That's just how it goes for me. Listeners, Think to Wait is out now. You're playing The Lost Monster Hunter Wilds beta next weekend? Don't know yet. I don't know yet. Maybe. It's a good game. First time I've played it top-down in a very long time. And see, it is absolutely phenomenal. 100%. But I don't know if you saw my video yesterday about ARPGs, but I genuinely do believe that ARPGs, I miss Diablo 1. And I realize for a lot of people, Diablo 2 was peak Diablo, but not for me. For me, Diablo 1 was the best of Diablo. Diablo 2 was great, don't get me wrong. It was an expansion of 1. I don't mean expansion as in the expansion to 1, but it expanded on 1. The story was a little bit more involved than in Diablo 1. But Diablo 1 is what I loved because it was a lot more RPG storytelling-esque. You know, it was all about the story. It wasn't really about builds or any bullshit like that. Then 2 comes around and now suddenly builds and stuff matter more. And this is where I started to lose interest in games. By 3, I was completely over it. I just care about the story. I don't like the direction of ARPGs in general. Path of Exile 2 feels like it's going back more. Like, I would say Path of Exile 2 is the spiritual successor of Diablo 2. Because it genuinely feels like taking all of the lessons from Diablo 2, the best ones at least, and applying it to their game. But even then, I miss Diablo 1. I miss how it used to be. Old school dungeon crawl? Pretty much. Something to that effect. Of course, it's Diablo 1. Remember, how would it not be Diablo 1? My favorite game in the last 5 years, and only game I consider AAA art, is the Guardians of the Galaxy. Fred, how you doing, bro? I've never played Guardians of the Galaxy, but I've heard it's actually pretty fun. How about something super chill, like a City Builder, Foundation, or Anno? Scott, how you doing, bro? We just did something super chill. I mean, the issue is I just finished this. So, I just finished Dixion. I'm done with that now. I finished it. That was super fun. But it's sort of colony sim survival-esque type of game. Then I tried New Cycle for 2 seconds and I was like, don't want to play that now. Farthest Frontier I've played on and off for years. Don't want to play that now. So you can see here, last 2 weeks, 16 minutes play, 11 minutes play. I literally tried it out thinking maybe we'll play that today. Nah, don't want to do it. Still don't like Satisfactory, so not playing that. Tried Timberborn. Not a fan. Gotta say, not a fan. Desmond, I have played Baldur's Gate 3, yes. Baldur's Gate 3, 142 hours. Still haven't finished the first campaign. But it is, I am getting there. Foundation. I have Foundation. It didn't come out last, maybe it exited early access, but I mean, I've had Foundation for a long time. It's a pretty fun game. I have about 9.5 hours in Foundation, and then I got bored. DRG? What do you mean? Oh, Deep Rock Galactic. I'm waiting Soul Ash 2 to have 1.0. I'm not sure Akko will enjoy Deep Rock Galactic, to be honest. What is Deep Rock Galactic all about? Anubis, how you doing? Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I don't like that name. Cedia, how you doing? The name puts me off. Tydia, how you doing? Wait, Steam Early Access is a time limit? What are you talking about? Oh, wait, so you just go out and shoot? Nah, I don't want to play that. Screw that. Nope, no thanks. Maybe a retro RTS like Command & Conquer? Maybe. Or, and hear me out here, boys, we can finally finish Mass Effect on Steam. I'm just throwing it out there. I have finished Mass Effect on EA Play millions of times. I've even finished Mass Effect on the high seas millions of times. Back before I could afford to just buy video games. I sailed the high seas for my Mass Effect. Then I bought it on EA Play, and now I bought it on Steam. We could finish that. I'm just saying. That would mean that I have finished Mass Effect everywhere where it matters. Very highly recommending DRG. Cyprian, if it's anything like Darktide, I would rather play with my balls whilst wearing gloves made of nails. I cannot think of a game style that I dislike more than Darktide. I am not a fan. I do not like it. There's no point for me. Just shoot things, come back, upgrade stuff, go shoot things again. What the hell is the point? I don't like that. Have you done Witcher Trilogy on stream yet? Reckon the trilogy? You want me to play one? I did. I've tried one. That is torture. Witcher 1 is not an easy thing to play. Gorzella, Darktide, for what it is, really good. But not my style of game. It's kind of like survival games. I can see the beauty of survival games, and I can see why so many people love it. Personally, I hate survival games. Because every survival game is as boring as the next one for me. It's just not what I find interesting in any way, shape, or form. But I don't take anything away from it. I believe people who like games like Darktide will love Darktide. Right? If that's your sort of thing, yeah, you're going to love it. It's a good game. It's really well optimized, really well built. But it's not my type of thing. Dark and Nasty, all jokes aside, Witcher 1 Atmosphere is the best out of all three. But the gameplay is also the worst. I mean, not just the worst out of all three. It's the worst. Witcher 1 gameplay might be the worst gameplay in gaming ever. Wait for the remake. I am looking, like, once the remake hits, you guys better know. As soon as the remake comes out, we're playing Witcher 1, then Witcher 2, and then Witcher 3. The remake will be our start of all three Witchers. Graval, what's this game you're talking about? Divinity Dragon Commander. What the hell's that? See, we could finish this, boys. I'm just throwing it out there. We're in Mass Effect 2 at the moment. We could be in Mass Effect 3 by the end of the week. And we could be saving the galaxy by the end of next week. Just saying. That is definitely an option here. Play My Little Pony? no. That video was a gift from one of my viewers, and I'm still a little annoyed that I even accepted the gift. But just so you know, it has never been installed. I have never played it, as you can see here. There is nothing here. It was just a gift. And I accepted the gift, not even thinking. I was busy live streaming and I just thought, I'll accept this. They gave me like 2, maybe 3. It's Sun Goddess. I think they gave me 3 games at once. So yeah, now I just have this in my library, just sitting there. Just got your Caleb. How you doing, brother? If you want to play Emmy again, go for it. You sure want to? I'm just saying. It's right there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not suggesting, like, I'm not forcing Mass Effect onto you, chat. But I am saying it's right there, though. Like, it is right there. We could just be playing Mass Effect. And play it, you big bitch. The Renegade dude will be fun. I only ever do Renegade except for choices where I genuinely disagree with the Renegade option. But Renegade is my favorite playthrough. It's what I prefer. Have you seen the new Pantheon Rise of the Fallen MMO? I see it had good reviews on Steam. Still seems a little undercooked, though. I've seen it. What's it made with? What's the engine? Is it also Unreal 5? Because I've heard some interesting takes from some developers that I've spoken to about Unreal 5. If you're gonna make so there was a seems like Unreal Engine 4 right now, kinda. So what I've heard today, there was an article that came out with Vavra. Where Vavra spoke about Unreal Engine 5, and I had a conversation about Unreal Engine 5 with my developer friend that told me about Sweet Baby Inc. I don't think we're ready for how bad the future games are going to be that's now being made on Unreal 5. So you're looking at Witcher 3 or Witcher 4 that's made on Unreal 5. It's going to be a mess. Like, it's going to be an actual mess. And the reason for it is, this is now 2 sources, Daniel Vavra and my own AA developer. Unreal, and specifically this developer that I spoke to, they've tried to do open world games on Unreal. It doesn't work. No matter what they do, optimizing it does not work. It will not optimize for open world. Because it was never designed to be open world. The engine itself is designed to be Fortnite, effectively. Render things pretty much the size of the Fortnite map, no more than 100 people in that map. That's what the engine can handle. So whenever developers try to do full-blown open world games on Unreal, optimizing it is almost impossible. Because you are fighting the very thing that the engine was designed for. So, according to them at least, we have no idea how bad games are going to be that's coming out on Unreal 5. Good intentions and poor execution. What engine was used for Cyberpunk? Red Engine. Rockin'. So, for some stupid reason, CD Projekt Red has one of the best engines in gaming. Proprietary engines, I should say. Because there's some pretty good engines out there, but proprietary, Red Engine is phenomenal. Witcher 3 was made on the Red Engine. Cyberpunk 2077 was made on the Red Engine. The Red Engine gets the job done. And they go, nah, we'll just do Unreal 5 from now on. It's like, really? Why? why would you break from your phenomenal in-house engine for an engine that literally the games that you guys like to make, it doesn't make? But yeah, so this is what's been said to me. Because I asked, I was like, so why does everyone switch to Unreal? And I was told straight up, because most young people that come out of university only know how to work on Unreal. So trying to get them to actually work on your engine just takes too much time. Because you can't just hire someone new. You have to hire someone new and then spend months learning or teaching them how to work on your engine, whatever engine you choose. If it's not Unreal, they don't know how to work with it, right? So all of the other engines out there, they have no idea how to work with those engines. It's another reason why so many developers do actually go for Unity, because Unity is pretty easy. As far as teaching people how engines work, Unity isn't as advanced as Unreal, but it is easy enough to teach. And so a lot of studios actually go for Unity, but it still introduces a problem of you only know how to do Unreal. We first have to teach you how to do Unity, and then you can start working on the game. The concept innovation, tech date. Caleb, what is that? Based on the title, please play this game. It's so good. Barony. EG, how you doing? Why what cream? No, but beef and beans. What are you doing? Why are you suggesting me horror games? This isn't your first time on the stream. There is only one type of game I hate more than first-person shooter games, and that's horror games. I don't understand why you're suggesting that I should play a horror game. Have you heard of the layoffs at Hi-Rez? Yes, me and Rurikon spoke about that on the podcast Mythic Banter. So we'll have to suffer 5 more years until video industry recovers and we get good engines. I think it's going to be longer than that. You have to remember, a lot of the AAA studios out there, this is just darker dungeon or some shit. This is the same as that Darkest Dungeon or some crap. Have you tried Grim Dawn? I don't think so. Nicholas, how you doing, bro? Did I hear System Shock? No, you did not hear System Shock. I did not say System Shock. How you doing, bro? If you want a Mass Effect-like game, try Subverse. That sounds familiar. Echo, what's your tolerance for CRPGs? Did you play Wrath of the Righteous? I love CRPGs, but I have not played Wrath of the Righteous. A horror with no jump scares and focuses more on the atmosphere. I recommend Darkwood. Well, could we recommend non-horror games? That would be amazing. Like anything that isn't a horror game. That's fine by me. I'll play anything except for horror games. Isn't Subverse that porn game? I have no idea. I've just heard the name. Subverse. Actually, do I not have... I think I have that in my library. I think that was gifted to me. Where did I see that? Yeah. This was gifted to me, but I'm not sure how it was gifted to me. Also never installed it. Wait, Subverse is a not safe for work game. Yeah, then I won't be playing it anyways. I don't know. I think it was Sun Goddess also that gifted this to me. Only thing I can think of is I think Sun Goddess subscribes to what's that service called? The one that every month gives you like a crap ton of games. Used to be good, is now pretty shit. No, not PS Plus. No. Man, it used to be like actually a good service because you'd pay something like $12. A Humble Bundle. I think Sun Goddess is subscribed to a Humble Bundle, and so every few months, Sun Goddess will come into stream and just gift a bunch of games, and then I just have all of these weird games in my playlist that I'm never playing, but I have them. They're there. Happy Jaws seems fun, playing as toy soldiers. Jim Jones, how you doing, brother? I've also never played Talos Principle or whatever the hell that's called. This one. Never installed. I don't even know what this is, to be fair. The Dynasty Warriors Origin, really? You should give it a try. A lot of fun, polished, and good story. I'm happy to give it a try. I'll check it out and see how it goes. It's a puzzle game, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'll take how you doing, bro. I've heard things about Kenshi, but I've never tried it. Crippled Gamer, how you doing? I don't know it either, but name sounds familiar. I don't know. The problem is, the reason we're going down this I don't know list is I don't know what game type I'm in the mood for. And that usually determines the kind of games that I will play. Because I just finished this, right? So I just finished Ixion. I am in the mood for games like Ixion. The issue is, Ixion is the only game that is like Ixion. It has a phenomenal story. It has a phenomenal mechanic behind it. Although I did figure out how to break the game. So that was sort of boring. By the end, I could not run out of anything. I had so many resources of just everything. So that was a little shit. Once I realized you can break the game, I wasn't that happy. But it was still fun. It was still really good. Really enjoyed the story right up until the end. And now I'm just sort of waiting for the next inspiration to hit me. And that usually does take a bit. Like, it takes a week or so, and then I have this new thing that hits me, and I'm like, oh, I need a game like this, and then I'll go out and look for a game like it. I've played Stellaris before. It's alright. It's alright. It just seems like a massive, massive money sink, though. And that kind of triggers me. Frostpunk is so good. Frostpunk is so good. But I didn't like 2. Actually, did anyone in chat play Frostpunk 2? Jim, I have not. Am I alone in feeling like Frostpunk 1 is better than Frostpunk 2? Like, Frostpunk 2 feels like they went too blockbuster with it. It feels like they just went too big on all the things that I didn't necessarily care about. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of my mind. You don't like City Builders? Holy crap. Jim, it's not bad. It's just, in Frostpunk 1, it really did feel like the story pushed more things forward. Like, it was very much, yes, a city builder, but also a story game. You know, and you had your people require things and request things, and sort of you could feel the sense of the people being very much sort of back against the wall. But in this one, they went way too deep on the whole parliament bullshit, and you have to make peace with all of the factions within your city. Like, the micromanagement has just increased significantly, and I didn't feel like it was necessary. Yeah, one felt like it had a lot more of a focus. Like, it knew what it wanted to be, and it did that. It did it well. I've played RimWorld as well. I would rather play Oxygen Not Included. I find Oxygen Not Included better than RimWorld. Dynasty Warrior game looks cool as well. It's on my list. Dynasty Warrior is definitely on my list. Games do you like to play? Trouble Gamer, mostly story. If it's got a story. Exogate is also on my list. Exogate looks decent. It looks like a fun game. Dudes. So yesterday, I have this interest in trying, like, picking up Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now, keep in mind that this is an old game, right? This game is not new. And yet, Ubisoft still charges a ridiculous amount of money for Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Yeah, I mean, it looks brilliant, right? It is what Assassin's Creed... it is what Skull and Bones should have been. I was completely blown away that it still goes for about $30, $35 for Black Flag. And I'm just like, bros, this game is old. Like, you should not be charging this much for it. No, I'll wait for it to go on sale. I'm just not interested. I will not support an old game like this at 35 USD, especially not Ubisoft. I don't want to help Ubisoft now. We're so close to getting them bankrupt. You know, now would not be the time to support them at full price. Hey, as soon as they go bankrupt and sell all of their IPs to other people, then we can get back to supporting at full price. But until then, we wait. Possible sale on Ubisoft stuff once they go? Yeah, I mean, I don't think Ubisoft will go. I think they'll end up selling their IPs, most likely to Tencent or to other studios. If, of course, they don't get a bailout. Grey Market key might be stolen, who knows, but it likely won't support UBI. We're all on the edge of our seats to see him go up in flames. Black Flag was included. Oh shit, someone just joined the DGen Nation. Really appreciate you, sir. Muddy, thank you very much for joining the DGen Nation. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. You're far too kind. Ubisoft should get comfortable not owning their games. Imagine that twist. Ubisoft telling gamers, get comfortable not owning your games, and then literally 2 years later, how's that ownership of your video games working out for you, Ubisoft? You're selling all of your games to other companies now? Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. They could probably, like, Ubisoft could probably save themselves just by selling one or two of their IPs. Like, if they took the Assassin's Creed IP and sold that to another studio, I'm pretty sure that fetches a pretty penny. I'm pretty sure there are studios that would be willing to pay upwards of 5, maybe even 6 billion for that. Because as an IP, Ubisoft or Assassin's Creed has the ability to be a billion-dollar industry. And it was for a while until Ubisoft decided, nah, let's see how greedy we can get. And have to sell it. They could license it out for like 5 years and still own it and get something for it. Jim Jones, so the reason they wouldn't be able to do that is they literally don't have the time. Ubisoft is basically, here's the thing. If Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't sell well, and by well I mean, so from everything I've heard from insiders in the industry, not even from Ubisoft, in the industry. Assassin's Creed Shadows can't just sell 3 million copies. It can't just sell 4 million copies. If Assassin's Creed Shadows sells super well, and it sells 5 million copies, Ubisoft is still screwed. Ubisoft owes, without including the money that Assassin's Creed Shadows cost, Ubisoft's current debt is 1.4 billion euro. Debt that is not repayable. Because even Rainbow Six Siege has taken a hit, and they're losing money on Siege now, right? It's still profitable, but it's making much less. So Rainbow Six Siege cannot pay back that debt. Assassin's Creed Shadows has to pay back its own debt, how much it costs to make, and then make enough money that Ubisoft can pay a massive premium or a massive amount on that debt so that they can borrow more money to make more games. That's the position that Ubisoft currently finds themselves in. So Assassin's Creed doesn't just have to sell good, it has to sell phenomenally well. That's, by the way, why they've sort of slowed down and have taken so long to release that game. Because they want to make sure the game is absolute perfection. Because their biggest hope is that the game sells mega well. So, they're in trouble. This means that even if they licensed out Assassin's Creed, that would not save them from the impending doom. They need the money now. So, no matter what, they're going to have to sell IPs. Now, they could go Division. They could try and get rid of the Division IP. The problem is, I don't think there's many companies that would get in line to buy the Division IP, considering you could just make your own game, right? With similar storylines. The Division IP isn't that deep or that sort of established. They could sell Rainbow Six Siege, but considering that's the only thing that's currently making money for them, I highly doubt they're going to sell that. They could sell Far Cry, but I kind of feel like Ubisoft themselves destroyed the Far Cry license already. So I don't know if Far Cry is going to be a pickup. And then they could sell the Assassin's Creed one. But what's the other things Ubisoft is in? They own a couple of other ones, right? Tom Clancy, I think, is the other big one that they could also sell. The Prince of Persia one, true. They could sell that IP as well. Actually, I think the Prince of Persia IP might be primed. I mean, that's an IP that could really kick shit off. Oh yeah, Watch Dogs is another one. And then they have that other stupid one that no one ever played. What was it called again? It was supposed to be their first new IP, and no one ever gave a shit about it. No, not Saints Row. It's the one with the gods. Stefan, how are you doing? Is it Phoenix? Yeah, I think Phoenix. That's the one. Immortals Phoenix Rising. Yeah, that also went nowhere. So that's not an IP that they can really realistically sell. Although maybe they can do like a bundle sale. So take some of your smaller IPs. So you take like your Tom Clancy's. I know it's not a small IP, but it is smaller. You take your Tom Clancy, you take your Phoenix, you take your maybe The Crew, Watch Dogs, Ghost Recon, Prince of Persia. You take all of those IPs, put them into one big sale, and sell that for a couple of bull. You could probably do that. That should save your company. But then you did just sell a bunch of IPs that could potentially make crazy money. John, how you doing, bro? Do you guys actually want me to talk about the South African thing? Beyond Good and Evil. Wait, where is that? Has 2 launched already? Because I'm pretty sure we saw that, like 4 or 5 years ago? At one of the, either Gamescom or one of those big events. We saw the trailer and then just never anything else. It was like, oh, yeah, we stopped making that now. Few times, if rumors are correct, they've been super silent on it. It was repurposed in Star Wars Outlaws, 100% sure. Beyond Good and Evil, I'm guessing development hell. I'm from SA. You want to play my game called Pounce, a small anti-DI fighting game? Annihilation, how you doing, brother? You can email me. I'm not sure. I'm not really a fighting game player, but you're more than welcome to email me, bro. And I'll check it out. Oh, Black and White, dude. Black and White 3 could be so good. Might as well be like Half-Life 3. No, because Half-Life 3 has never, nor will it ever be in development. I mean, I like Gabe as much as the next guy. But Gabe has made it abundantly clear they have no interest in working on Half-Life 3. And the reason is, Valve only makes games that push technology forward. Like, Valve he doesn't want to make games just for the sake of making games. And that annoys me so much. So, here's some things that I've heard. I told you guys I spoke to a AA developer last week. And it was genuinely not like a massive conversation that just dropped all of these crazy things about insider information. It was very enlightening. The conversation was truly enlightening. And one of the things, if you want to understand why so many of these games enter development hell, I'll quickly tell you a story. So this developer has a friend that works... Should I say? Yeah, he works at Ubisoft. The developer's friend is a dude that works at Ubisoft. This friend works for a support studio on a big game that they're making. For almost 8 months, this friend and the support team is working on a very specific feature. Very specific feature. Only to find out that that feature had been cut from the game 6 months earlier. So for 6 months, this support studio spent all of their resources developing a feature that was no longer in the game. And it's not the only time that has happened. Annihilation, my email should be under my videos, but it's literally just askakulon@gmail.com, so you can just send it there. And I appreciate it. I will definitely check it out, and if it's good enough, I'll play it on stream. I'm not, like I said, a fighting game player. I don't own any fighting games. It's not really my style, but if it's good, I like giving South Africans, a bit of what little exposure I can give, so I'd be happy to try it out. Now, do you know how bad that is? Do you know how terrible that is? To have entire studios, and the reason I don't even mind saying that it's a guy that worked on this is because, from what I've been told, this happens all the time. The logistics are so hellish inside AAA development that they can't keep track of all of the different support studios and support teams and all of the different aspects of the game that's being designed by those teams. So they'll just forget that there's a specific team working on a specific feature. They'll just completely forget. Like, oh, we don't remember giving this to them. That's why games in AAA are in development hell all the time. I will definitely check out The Crust, Nicholas. Did you watch the Drickus fight at all, Akko? I did, Frost, I did. Space Marine 2, I love that game. Space Marine 2 is fun. Definitely something I need to finish at some point. I did watch the Drickus fight, it was pretty good. But okay, so since I've been asked, I'll quickly go into it. John, and for all of the Americans out there that wants to know. So, this whole thing with Trump and South Africa was always going to happen. It was always coming. So for anyone that sort of might act Pikachu face over the whole thing, think about it this way. America is South Africa's second largest trading partner. And it is one-sided as hell. America buys almost everything from South Africa and sells very little to South Africa in regard for that. Now, to be fair, you go at the actual pricing, because we buy most of our graphics cards and computer stuff from America. America does make a pretty penny out of South Africa. Sure, it does. But still, America does us a much bigger favor than what we do you. Now you think about what South Africa has done with that goodwill from America. And not just now, think over the course of the last 10 years. South Africa has repeatedly sided with America's enemies. First with Russia and with China, and now with Hamas. In fact, it is South Africa that took Israel to court. Now, regardless of what you think of the battle in the Middle East and who's right or who's wrong, if your second largest trading partner supports Israel, and you actively go, screw you, bitch, I'm going to support the opposition, of course your second largest trading partner isn't going to be too happy. When you actively start to strengthen ties with the government of Iran, in the face of the fact that you and Iran have almost zero trade between you two, and America is your second largest trading partner, you can understand why America is sort of like, dude, what the hell's going on here? Now, in South Africa, we've been surprised that it hasn't happened as sooner. Because we keep seeing what our government is doing. We keep seeing how our government spits in the face of America. Then we keep going, wait, why aren't they doing anything? Like, why is America not doing anything? Because America just keeps going, don't do that. And then keeps giving the money. So Trump literally just did what should have been done long ago, which is to say, you know what, South Africa, screw you. You have taken advantage of America, of our goodwill, for long enough. Good luck. Do your own thing. So that's where we are, effectively, in this entire thing. Now, do I think Trump actually cares about the farmers and what many has referred to as the genocide of Afrikaner farmers specifically? And for the people that's defending it, you're defending nonsense. You cannot defend the murder of farmers. We know that it's happening. We know that being a farmer in South Africa is the most dangerous job in the world. There's about 40,000 commercial farmers. Actually, it's lower now. It's about 30,000 commercial farmers. The death rate under commercial farmers is insane. It is a very dangerous game. Very dangerous. The police clearly has no interest in doing anything about it. The police clearly doesn't take it seriously. Farmers have asked repeatedly for the police to take it more seriously. The police have repeatedly rejected every and all call from the farmers to take things more seriously. So there's clearly something happening. There's something going on. Is it a genocide? I don't know. Is it not? I don't know. What I can tell you, something's going on, and no one seems to be talking about it. So now finally America is talking about it. But I don't think that's why Trump is doing it, right? I don't think Trump actually cares about saving only the white farmers of South Africa. No. Go read, again, what Trump's actual executive order says, and it'll start to make a lot more sense to you. Trump's executive order says that he has directed the minister or the secretary, you guys don't call the ministers, to immediately draft the documentation required to accept Afrikaners as refugees. Now, here's where things are interesting. In South Africa, an Afrikaner is a white man that speaks Afrikaans, right? That's the whole point. That's why it's called Afrikaner, because there are white people who speak Afrikaans. Do you truly believe that Trump and the White House are going to screen every single person that comes into the country to make sure that they actually speak Afrikaans, or that they are actually Afrikaans? No. The wording is such that Trump is basically opening the door for the educated of South Africa. White, black, doesn't matter. If you have a degree, if you are educated, if you are someone that America can use, you'll be able to apply for refugee status. That's what Trump is doing. It has nothing to... It's a nice way of labeling it now because it gives you... But it's only to get the educated out, because Trump has effectively identified South Africa's biggest weakness. He has identified the biggest weakness of South Africa. South Africa has a population of over 60 million people. It has an educated population of just over 7 million people. And by educated, I mean people who can actually work on the international stage. South Africa has a tax base. So in other words, the people that are actually paying all of the taxes, of just under 7 million people. 7 million people pay all of the taxes in South Africa. South Africa has about 22 million people who live off of government checks. They don't pay taxes, they get money from the government to survive. 22 million people. So you have 7 million people not only supporting the state and upholding the state, but also upholding about 22 million people who get money from the government every single year. Every single month, actually. So Trump has correctly identified, if he wants to destroy South Africa and get South Africa to come crawling back to America, all he has to do is take the 7 million taxpayers. If South Africa loses even just half of the 7 million taxpayers that it has, South Africa's bankrupt. It's screwed. It can't survive. Right? We're already at a breaking point. So Trump's very smart. He's very intelligent. This move is phenomenal. But fundamentally, that's what's happening at the moment, and it is what it is. What are you going to do? Cedia, a lot of people at home have started to point out what's very interesting. South Africa is super close friends with Russia and China. And yet, since Trump has basically declared economic war on South Africa, guess which two countries have nary said a word? I've said nothing.
New Dynasty Warriors, keep in mind it's zero DEI, LGBT game. Make it priority to give it a try. Koei deserve support, the hell of base devs.
I appreciate the 5, Matty. Really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. And I will definitely check it out. Dynasty Warriors. I'll add it to my wish list now. And I will definitely pick it up. I'm happy to support pretty much any game that doesn't want to do DI stuff. Citizen Sleeper. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, so interestingly enough, Rakan, Putin, or if you're a white farmer in South Africa, you can absolutely apply for immigration to Russia to go farm in Russia. So I wouldn't be surprised if the reason Russia and China has said nothing is America is basically doing what Russia and China kind of want, which is force the educated people out of South Africa, because Russia and China obviously believes that they'll be able to get a lot of those educated people. The SA stuff is the huge religious war going on there, and now the farmer stuff in the provinces? Wait, what religious war? South Africa has a religious war? Wait, what am I missing? When did the religious war start? I know there's a massive religious war in Mozambique, which is a bit more north. Oh, but Chaotic, I think you're referring to Mozambique there, because I'm pretty sure that's not in South Africa itself. Here, a lot of the Islamists are still pretty chill, but in Mozambique, there is a giant, like Islam extremists are destroying everyone who doesn't believe. Nigeria would probably have it as well. I know there's calls now for South Africa to declare war on someone in the DRC. I saw it yesterday. Some minister, Gayton McKenzie, I think, called for South Africa to declare war. Let's just quickly see. Where is the... Just trying to see, where is that? I know it was yesterday at Parliament. During Parliament,
Metaphor Fantasio deserve a try if you like JRPG, Zero DEI and LGBT2. All of Atlas games are based and good.
I've heard good things. I know Rurikon told me about that one. Obi-Wan, how you doing? So I'll definitely try it out. Just trying to see, where the hell is Gayton? He's talking about South Africa must go to war. But it has something to do about people being... South African soldiers being killed, and now he's saying everyone, oh, we should go to war with them. I don't know. Oh, and yeah, apparently some of our soldiers were killed in Nigeria, and now some people want to go to war. Hope you're good. It's been a while for me, so I'm not up to date on your channel. Have you checked out the housing news for WoW? And when will be a video about it? Zafarak, how you doing, bro? I mean, I saw that there's housing coming to World of Warcraft, but I don't know anything about the news of it. Or in the Congo, yeah, you're correct. DRC, sorry, yeah, you're right. Democratic Republic of Congo. Always funny. Whenever any country has the word democratic in it, or like the people's, something, it's never what it says. It's always the big oxymoron. I only heard that Trump declared some sanctions towards South Africa. Yeah, our aid is being sanctioned. Alpha Sigma, how you doing, bro? Just wondering why you haven't posted any lore vids for a while. Alpha, because I'm not currently playing World of Warcraft. Subsea, how you doing? Of course, I'm catching live. Very happy to have you here. There was a news blog with information and concept art, etc. Looks like you're on a WoW post though. Zafarak, yeah, I'm not currently playing World of Warcraft. I'm not covering WoW. I'll probably have a video at some point about it, but for the foreseeable future, I will not be back to World of Warcraft. I have very little interest in playing WoW, and in the past, I would make videos calling out the problems of WoW, calling out the things that I don't like. Those videos have done little to change anything, and most of the players in WoW care more about running defense for Blizzard than actually trying to make the game better. And so I'm not interested in tilting at that particular windmill anymore. Fundamentally, I just see there's no way for me to make videos about World of Warcraft without becoming a massive hypocrite. And I'm not willing to do that. So until World of Warcraft finds its balls again, until World of Warcraft finds its masculinity again, I will just quietly go on making my own content and not focusing on WoW. Why constantly slam into a wall if nothing gets done? Elon's been posting some crazy stuff about South Africa. Doesn't he want some group designated as terrorists? No, he wants some dude designated as a terrorist, Julius Malema. Did you ever try Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, Subsea. Loved Baldur's Gate 3. I have 140 something hours in it. Still haven't finished the main campaign. I haven't finished my first playthrough because I just keep going off in different directions and doing different shit. But it's super fun. Zafarak, no. I mean, I understand it. I will have a video at some point saying that I am taking a break from WoW, because I understand that there's people who still love that content and love WoW. But right now, I would be making those videos purely because I have to make videos. And I don't think that's how it works. If I'm going to make videos about something, it needs to be stuff that I care about, that I actually think is decent. Scott, I've never been there. I've never been to Botswana, but my dad and his wife, they go to Botswana quite often, almost every year, and they love it. Because where you sleep in Botswana, you oftentimes have elephants literally walking through your camp in the middle of the night. So it's quite, like, it's rustic. You're in the middle of the bush. You know, you have to accept that. But it is apparently an amazing place. But it's not my cup of tea. I do miss the lore speculation, to be honest. Alpha, the thing is just, I'm not playing World of Warcraft, and I'm not a fan of the lore for WoW at the moment. So, I don't know what I would make. I just don't. Maybe at some point I come back. You know, maybe at some point I find something interesting in WoW again, but right now there is nothing in WoW that interests me. Nothing. I couldn't care less about anything that Blizzard does. It's just the story is so sissified, and I don't mean this has nothing to do with LGBTQ even. It's just everything feels like it has to have a less than brutal end. The game can never be brutal. Everything has to be nicey nice. And I don't like that. I miss the brutality of WoW, I guess. Jim, I've just been doing single player stuff. So remember, I've said this before, I'm not actually an MMO player. WoW was the one big exception for me because of my history with Warcraft. But I'm not an MMO player. And in general, I actually think MMOs are bad. This might be a massive, massive surprise to me, but I think MMOs are really bad. I don't think it's good gaming. I think MMOs at their core, whatever an MMO can do, literally every other genre can do better. Gameplay, you can do it better in a single player game. Story, you can do it better in a single player game. Housing, you can do it better in a single player game. There is nothing that an MMO can do that a single player game cannot do better. The only reason you make an MMO is to make money. That's it. I would even go so far as to say engagement, so sort of social aspects. Multiplayers do social aspect better than MMOs. Especially the modern day MMOs, where most of them are just menu clickers, so there really isn't even a social aspect to the game. You just click a menu, go do a dungeon, come out and do your own thing until you log off. So what social aspect? Whereas there's a ton of multiplayer games that actually do encourage the social aspect of the game a lot better. So I just don't find MMOs to be particularly good game design. And that's not to say that it can't be good game design, because if you ask me objectively, I would say classic World of Warcraft, TBC, Wrath, Cataclysm, even Mist of Pandaria, those were objectively good games. Whether it's MMO or whether it's single player, doesn't matter. Those were objectively good games. And they were objectively well designed to do what they need to do. But I feel like the MMO industry has sort of just hit a brick wall. And they made all the wrong decisions after they hit that brick wall to basically remove the things that used to make MMOs great. No, I'm not interested in the classic games because I've played classic, right? I was there when it was current. Maybe I will go back and play a little bit of Mist Classic because I quit Mist in the first year of Mist of Pandaria. So maybe I will go back for Mist and just give it a go. There's actually a video that I covered yesterday with David Brevik. Now, David Brevik was the creator of Diablo 2. And he made a point that was so incredibly good because it applies to so many other games. He basically said ARPGs, and the reason he hates modern day ARPGs is they're no longer about the journey. They're about the destination. In Diablo 4, you log in, you slam to max level in a couple of hours because all of the game happens at max level. And it's basically just doing the same shit over and over and over again. You kill entire screens full of enemies to drop a bunch of loot that you couldn't care less about because all the loot is completely randomized and boring. And the only reason you want the loot is so you can get a 1% increase in your damage. That's the whole playstyle. And I thought to myself, wait, but you may as well be describing almost every single MMO. At least World of Warcraft. Right? Like, this is WoW. Think about the journey of WoW. When is the last time that you felt like you're actually journeying while leveling in World of Warcraft? Let's go, Dave. How you doing, bro? I'm, of course, talking about retail. That all ended with flying mounts. Grofel, but that's objectively not true. Because you had flying mounts in Wrath of the Lich King, and that still felt like a journey. You had flying mounts even in Mist of Pandaria and in Cataclysm, and that still felt like a journey. So the idea that you just, flying mounts killed it all, that's just not true. Because those expansions still had flying mounts and they still felt like a journey. And the reason they still felt like a journey was leveling was kind of hard. You could die while leveling, right? Enemies, you pull too many enemies and you're probably going to get your shit kicked in. They didn't try to rush you through the game as quickly as possible. They didn't give you the power that you could just pull 20 different things and just mow it all down. You have to think about the game and how you're going to approach the game. And it just feels like that is gone mostly. You only find that now in actual single player games where that stuff still matter. Don, I agree with you that to some extent it's a gamer problem. But what you're blaming gamers for is a completely different thing to what developers have done. Because you can min-max even in Classic. None of your min-maxing makes the leveling experience any easier. Enjoy the game. Hope you give it a good go. I must be off. I'm back to work. Annihilation, take care of yourself. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that, sir. Should have finite content and not do the infinite daily quest and repeatable content farms. So, Dom, the thing is, yes, you can optimize the game, and gamers do like to min-max. But that only speaks to how players engage with the systems of your game. It doesn't speak to the design philosophy of the game. And the thing that's wrong with WoW is, yes, the min-maxing stuff at max level is a problem. But it's also a problem that you can level from level 0 to max in less than a day. Because what it does is, it cheapens the leveling experience. And nowadays you have, you know, every single person running around with an alt or multiple alts, to the point where, does a main character even still count as a main character? Do people even still have main characters? Because I'd argue no. Most people don't have a main. You might not understand that, but that does cheapen the game, right? It does take away from a core function of the game. Jim, you're absolutely correct, but that's, as a developer, you have to keep that in mind. If you allow for gamers to optimize the fun out of your game, they will do it. Right? You have to, as a developer, make it impossible for them to do and shut the holes through which they do it. Nowadays, it genuinely feels like everyone is so focused on accessibility, everyone is so focused on everyone being able to play their game, that no one realizes that by making a game for everyone, you are literally making a game for no one. That is just objectively the truth. Give Judgment and Lost Judgment in a row, Yakuza spin-off a try. It will stick in your mind forever. I've heard things about the Yakuza series and games like Yakuza. I've never actually played those. Is it actually good? Or do you guys just absolutely love Asian games and that's why you think it's good? You should play the new one where you have ships. Isn't it the island adventure thing? Is that the one you're talking about? Weeaboo, the game is not that interesting. So wait. Some people are saying it's amazing games. Other people are now saying it's not amazing. What is it? Is Yakuza good or is Yakuza not good? It's a refined taste. Judgment on Yakuza, the spin-off, so dark. Play Valheim. Dumb fun is the term. Dumb fun. Alright. I mean, I can respect that. I still have to finish Hogwarts Legacy at some point. Still haven't finished that. But right now we're playing Mass Effect because, well, I can't think of any other game to play. And all of your suggestions are cool, but they're not cool right now. Where are we in the game right now? Let's just quickly see. So, assignments, missions. Let's just quickly go see what do we have here. XCOM 2 is always a blast to play. XCOM 1 is just as fun. It is true. XCOM is really good.
Morden requests to see you.
Your Shepard ugly? Let's see the face. Why would I make him ugly? He's always just the basic Shepard.
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
You stopped the Krogan adaptation to the genophage.
Part of a team. Scientists, all different types. Blood Pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear. No way to determine until we get to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Bloodpack. Talk to them or clan chief.
Almost, but that's sort of the thing with XCOM. It gets super difficult. I understand you've taken Dr. Archer's brother to Grissom Academy. I'm familiar with their work. It should be a good home for him. I don't condone Dr. Archer's actions, but they did provide a breakthrough. We've been sorely lacking thus far. We'll likely never find another individual with David's unique talents. Though your decision is understandable, it has set our efforts to understand the gift back several years. Well, that is what it is. I've not tried Wayfinder, but I do have it. Yeah, I like turn-based games. So which...
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Yeah, we're in space. It's where I'm hanging out at the minute. Firewalker Geth Incursion. Oh yeah. We probably can do this one quickly.
Anomaly detected. Probe launched.
Bunch of No Man's Sky because the new update, so lots of space. I can't get into No Man's Sky. I struggle so much getting into that game. Let's get Miranda and let's do Garrus. And Garrus, I'm gonna do Thorian Rebel for you. Did you play while listening to stuff? Oh, I'm looking forward to Clair Obscur as well. Yeah, very much looking forward to Clair Obscur. That game looks sick.
Warning. Prolonged exposure to extreme temperatures may degrade engine performance. Mission objectives located. Atmospheric data acquired. Engine temperature stabilizing. Caution, engine temperature falling.
where's this Geth incursion? I don't see any Geth. Or maybe I'll find them at the end.
Extraction complete.
I don't remember. Vehicles and everything. Dude, they always had to have at least one boring ass vehicle in the game.
Extraction complete.
In one, it was the stupid little car, the Mako.
Engine temperature falling. Extraction complete.
And in this one, it's this flying little thing that is just as annoying. I want to hop on Helldivers and lure some democracy to some squids. I haven't played Helldivers yet.
Extraction complete. Extraction complete.
I don't understand. How can my engine be cool?
Below recommended parameters. Extraction complete.
And how can that be a bad thing? Like, can your engine actually be too cold?
Warning. Engine temperature below recommended parameters. Extraction complete.
That should do it.
Enjoyed a lot, especially lately. It's been my standard game while I wait for Monster Hunter. Dalboy, how you doing, bro? Maddie, I'm also not a fan of these missions, but they have to be done for the story, so I'm doing it because it has to be done, you know? I'm doing my first ever playthrough of an Ashley romance, Muddy. I've never done Ashley before, so I'm gonna go with Ashley this time. Okay, let's quickly see. Help Jack. Recruit the Justicar. Recruit the Assassin. Help Miranda. Give Liara intel. Citadel, help Kasumi. Tachanka, help Morden. But you've never seen this game before? It's called Mass Effect. And this game is... I mean, it's arguably one of the greatest games ever made. Stuff a game called Stars of Blood. But I passed the concept stage, unfortunately. Dude, can you imagine Valve? Oh, that would have been sick. Not gonna lie, that would have actually been sick. Jim, I think you're hoping for nothing. I don't think it's gonna be good. I highly doubt that it's actually gonna be good. It's BioWare. It's the same company that brought Dragon Age the Veilguard. Why would they suddenly become good? Enormous, how you doing?
Welcome to Nosastra. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf. She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
What can you tell me about Nosastra?
It's an exciting city. We see a lot of new cultures and goods because of our proximity to the Terminus systems. At the same time, Ilium is still an Asari world. You should be as safe here as you would be on the Citadel. For your own safety, however, I recommend against signing anything.
What's so dangerous about signing something?
Ilium is a free trade world, Commander. Contract term requirements are more relaxed here than on other planets. It's a small price to pay for keeping our competitive edge in goods from the Terminus systems.
You mentioned trading. What gets traded on Ilium?
Anything you can imagine, Commander. Ilium is a wonderful world for those who can afford it. In order to remain competitive as a Terminus systems port, we've relaxed many of the standards you'd find on other Asari worlds. Most drugs are legal, provided they are labeled properly. You can buy almost any weapon or technology. You can even buy indentured servants.
You can buy slaves.
You said Liara was here? What's she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon trade. Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well. As I said, you'll find her near the trading floor. She was looking forward to seeing you.
Do you have any recommendations about what to do on Nosastra?
Our trading center is directly ahead. You'll find restaurants and shops nearby as well. I suggest you browse our shopping kiosks. You can find things on Nosastra that you can't find anywhere else in the galaxy.
I'm on a mission. Can you help me find someone?
I can help you find major entertainment centers or stores, but I'm afraid I can't point you to individual people. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however. I imagine she can help you.
Thank you.
So,
again, welcome to our city, Commander. Please enjoy your stay.
It's not slaves as you would think about them. Indentured servants is literally people who owe you money.
Samara is visiting this port, Shepard. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may wish to speak with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well. Also, I have a message for Miss Lawson. Lantea has reserved a room at Eternity and will be waiting.
Thank you, Edie.
We were always told that Ilium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Signed the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else. Don't let this place fool you. It's no safer here than Omega.
You have to give the Asari credit. Ilium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn a lot from their ingenuity.
Oh, she's saying good things about aliens. That way, I'm not sure. I've never played KOTOR, but it is 100% story-driven space opera awesomeness. Wyvern, how you doing? I'm not sure. The thing is, I've heard reports that BioWare truly is trying to clean up their game, so to speak, but at the same time, games are made by people, not by studios, not by companies. It's the actual people that make the game. And so much of the old guard of BioWare has already left. You have Exodus, for example, coming out soon. And Exodus is made by the lead writers of the original Mass Effect trilogy. Right? The guy that literally wrote Mass Effect trilogy left and started his own studio and is now producing Exodus. So what happens when you have a studio that's making the old game, right? They're making Mass Effect, but none of the original crew are left making the game, or very few of them are left. Are they going to be able to make what needs to be made for Mass Effect to be good? That, I think, is the bigger question here. Philippe, how you doing? I think I played through KOTOR too, like 26 times. Holy crap.
You don't Pardon me, I'm on a call.
25. Sell at 25.
No. You're not hearing me. I want to buy it up. Buy it all up.
Come on, give...
Excuse me, are you Commander Shepard? You're Commander Shepard? I saw your... I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere. I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
Novaria? Oh.
I met a lot of people on Noveria. Could you be more specific?
I believe the message itself should make it clear. Shepard, we hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachni will sing again because of you.
I'm glad to hear that you're rebuilding. Are you somewhere close by?
The Rachni Queen is not here. That message is one of many memories I carry from her. I encountered her on an uncharted world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
How did you find the Rachni?
I was working as a courier. Pirates ambushed my ship, and I was forced down on an uncharted planet. I was badly injured, alone and near death. Then they found me. They saved me.
You obviously got off world again. Did the Rachni give you a ship?
No. Countless workers repaired my ship. It runs better now than it did before. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way. All working together, each with a purpose.
So, Delboy, this that you're seeing here is from a quest that I did in the first game. You make a choice in the first game. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but you can either kill someone or have them live. I chose to keep them alive, and this is what I'm playing now. Because I kept them alive, this character is bringing me news from that. I would say, yes, there's a lot of things in this game that as you play through it, you'll go from Mass Effect 1 where you make decisions. So there are actual decisions that I made in Mass Effect 1 that you'll only again see in Mass Effect 3. So Mass Effect 2 has nothing to do, it doesn't even show the choice. But then suddenly in Mass Effect 3, some of the stuff that you did in 1 comes through and is now relevant in Mass Effect 3. So yes, the game carries throughout the whole thing. All of your choices are remembered. Right up until like the last, let's say, hour of the game, where things go a little bit different. But it's still brilliant.
What happened to the pirates who attacked you?
They were obliterated, as they should have been. The Rachni are not aggressive, but they do what they must.
You said the Queen gave you a purpose. What do you mean?
The Queen shared her song with me as I recovered. I saw the Rachni as only an Asari could. They are so beautiful and so vulnerable. They needed someone to purchase things they cannot make themselves. Someone to work within the system. An agent, if you will. I am happy to help. My life as a courier was empty and shallow. Now I'm helping a great race rebuild itself.
You were really comfortable walking away from your old life?
You're concerned that the Queen is controlling me. I understand, but it doesn't work like that. Our minds were in perfect harmony. I saw their beautiful spirit and their need. I knew what I had to do. If some part of that is suggestion, then it was a side effect from their efforts to save my life. I am happy.
Chica, what do you mean? Are you asking me a question? Are you stating that this game is great and then asking me if I have no interest in playing KCD2? Or are you saying, I say this game is great, but I don't have an interest in KCD2? Because my response will be determined by what you are actually trying to get at.
Can you tell me where the Rachni are?
I'm afraid not. I don't even have that information myself any longer. After I met the Rachni Queen, that information was removed. It's not painful, but I simply don't remember. I'll remember when I need to. And her caution is understandable. The galaxy isn't yet ready for the return of the Rachni.
I got that she was grateful. What else was her message saying?
That the first Rachni War was a mistake. Some things soured the voices of her people. In Rachni psychology, that would be like mind control, I think. It doesn't really translate. Anyway, she believes you are fighting the ones who did that, and she promises to help.
She thinks that the Reapers caused the Rachni War?
I can't say for sure, but she was certain that her ancestors were forced into war against their will. Her people aren't naturally aggressive. If they made war, it was not of their own doing.
Thank you for giving me that information. I'm glad my friend in Noveria is doing well.
Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
Alright, thank you. Chica, I have no interest in playing KCD2. No.
Holy crap, Shepard? I thought you were dead.
My reason is multi-layer. So, reason number one, why I do not want to play KCD2, and perhaps my biggest reason is I hate first-person sword and board. Can't stand it. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes they've made with that game is making it first-person, because first-person does not work in sword and board. Works great for guns, works great for futuristic stuff. Sword and board, just not my style. I hate it. Same reason why I don't play Skyrim. Then, and this is actually the thing that made it so that I won't even buy the game, because I did buy KCD1 because I wanted to support the developers because they were based. Daniel Vavra. I don't care about the woke stuff or what people are claiming are the woke stuff. Are there woke elements in KCD2? Yes, absolutely. Does it rise to the level of me just refusing to support the game? No, it doesn't. Because then there's a ton of games that I wouldn't be able to play anymore. My problem is Daniel Vavra's reaction to things that happen. He acted like a little child. There were legitimate concerns and legitimate questions about the wokeness in the game. First, he tried for almost 2 weeks to gaslight players into not believing any of the reports about the Saudis debating whether or not to ban the game. And then he just kept focusing on the fact that he doesn't think the Saudis are trying to ban the game. They have heard no such reports. But that's not what the problem was. That's not what people were asking for. People were asking, is Henry gay or straight in the game? That's the question people asked. His original response, his first response that came out about it, is him pretending like he doesn't want to spoil the game. Like, I don't want to give you guys spoilers. Okay, fine. And then he gives a statement that not only does it not give any spoilers, but it also doesn't actually answer any of the questions that players have. For example, can you be gay in this game? He just goes on to say that there are characters that can be gay in the game. Right? There are NPCs like in the first one that can be gay. Now the question immediately is, hold up, but that's not what we asked. We didn't ask, can there be gay characters in the game? We asked, is Henry gay in the game? And then only after all of this stuff goes on and people are actually calling him out on it, he finally admits, okay, yes, Henry can be gay if you choose to make that decision. Why did he act like a child hiding things? You know, that doesn't make sense. If he truly wanted to just make a good choice and he thought that this was the right choice to make, why act that way? Why try to hide everything and not admit to anything? Like, that stuff didn't sit well with me. But then, instead of just being honest, instead of just coming out and saying, all right, boys, listen, we know that in the first one, Henry was straight, and that was our decision at the time. But after careful consideration and thinking about the game a little bit more, we actually feel it might be better to have Henry be more player sexual so that you as the player can make the decision. We realize that this is breaking the canonical lore of the original game, but we just felt like that's a better option for us. I guarantee you, if he did that, most of the controversy would have died immediately. If he just did that, most of the players would have been like, oh, all right, no problem. thanks for telling us. We're happy with that. Everyone would have moved on. But instead, that's not what he did. When he finally did start approaching the subject, he just attacked gamers that asked questions, calling YouTubers grifters. He even goes on record as saying that the anti-woke gamers are worse than the woke gamers that attacked him in 2014. Which is just like, dude, what? Do you not remember the hundreds of articles being written daily about your game and about how bad your game is and about how problematic your game is and the pressure that was put on you and how we literally fought to allow you to make the game that you wanted to make? And you're gonna say that the players just asking a question like, dude, can you be gay in this game, somehow is worse than what happened in 2014? How's that good? Better to just tie it with role-playing. That's it. It's optional game. I mean, yeah, if he just came out and was just honest, I guarantee you this problem would not have been anywhere near as big as it became. Philip, the Arachni are they're a giant bug race that used to be very advanced but then disappeared.
Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened?
No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie.
It's been a couple of years. I'm Gianna Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeas.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeas?
He made the one mistake Noveria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer. What brings you to Ilium? You know, that you can talk about.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork. Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. Asari merchant smuggling schematics from Noveria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? I think I can.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Ilium.
Chica, that's exactly it. Did the whole woke controversy for KCD2 kill the game? No, of course it didn't. But you are absolutely correct. Based just on the feedback from what I'm seeing from people and how people are talking, I'll be willing to bet that it would have been at least over 300k, if not closer to 400k. The game is still super successful, but I can't help but feel like there were a lot of people that just felt annoyed. If there's a look, my store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Ilium.
How do I know this stuff is any good? You're an Asari. Maybe your stuff is no good for humans.
I carry nothing but the best. I offer a money-back guarantee.
That doesn't help me when I'm dead due to equipment failure. Look, I'm dropping too many credits to screw around here.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Noveria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up! But this isn't Noveria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to fine you out of business.
Do you have the authority to seize the schematic she's trying to sell?
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in your face.
I need to go. I
Damn
have
it.
to talk to my lawyer.
Thought I could get that. This is too
Fast,
reminiscent.
Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him. Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Damn, I wanted to buy that. What do we have here? Biotic damage, bypass module, Medi-gel capacity, Kestrel helm, Kestrel torso, Kestrel shoulder piece, Kestrel. Damn, this Kestrel stuff hits. But it's all melee damage. I don't do melee damage. But I do like buying everything.
I'll take it.
Phew, poor as shit. But no, I'm praying that Capcom doesn't fumble Onimusha. What a time we live in, where when they announced the return of a beloved franchise, you were more worried than excited. Kuro, ain't that the truth, bro? Dollboy, this is Lychee.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
That is quite sexual, but hey.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around. Hell with it. Mwah.
On my helmet.
Much
Lol.
better than an autograph. Take care of yourself, Shepard.
Serafina, how you doing? By South Africans, while aristocratic utensil is a clown swinging from Melanie Mahak. True.
Tired of training employees only to lose them to your competitors?
Wait, what are we?
Tech can help. The leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service.
Oh wait, yeah. I know where we're going.
Guaranteed labor for any technical area. Contact Indenture Tech today. You've been a slave to your employees for too long.
Listen, boys. First, okay, this is a super old game. The remaster literally just touched up the graphics. It wasn't a remake, it was literally just a remaster. This game is old, right? You're talking about a game that came out, what, I think this is 2009 or some shit. So, before you start criticizing the graphics of the game, appreciate the fact that the game actually looks the way that it does, and it plays the way that it does, considering how old it actually is. Like, there are modern day games that's worse, like Dragon Age Veilguard. So...
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant?
Yes, Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence. I don't have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
What's Liara's reputation here on Ilium?
She is greatly respected. In a few short years, she's amassed a sizable network of connections. She could have even more political power than she already wields, if she weren't so focused on her personal goals. But I believe she should tell you about that, not me.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard! Nyxeris, hold my calls. Shepard. My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
You have sources now?
A few. Sources, contacts, even a little hired muscle. I've been working as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back, gunning for the Collectors with Cerberus.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No, no trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise, someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara. Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
That was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site, except that the dead bodies still smell.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Who's Farron?
He was a friend. He helped me recover your body from the Shadow Broker.
Why did the Shadow Broker want my corpse?
He was going to sell you to the Collectors, but Farron and I stopped him. Farron sacrificed himself to save me.
So you rescued me. Then how did I end up with Cerberus?
Well, they gave me intel to help recover you. They actually put Farron with me in the first place. After I got out, I gave you to them. They said they could bring you back.
So you're the one responsible for me ending up with Cerberus? Why?
Was I supposed to let my friend die when someone offered a sliver of hope? They brought you back, and now they're giving me a chance to find Farron. After 2 years, I hadn't even dreamed.
Sounds like you and Farron were close.
It's funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. But in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
Great. Okay, so now...
Are you a Quarian or Volus who is tired of being passed over for promotion?
Serafina, what? Who exactly are you talking about?
I need minimal heat increase. And speed. I have extremely high...
No, I am not romancing Liara. I'm romancing Ashley. Them be the rules, boys. This is the Ashley playthrough.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different. So it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing now. Where's... Talk to Serena in the cargo hold.
Completely killed the mood. Welcome to Synthetic
You deserve somebody who respects you.
We'll figure something. It's okay. I'll think of something.
You said Synthetic Insights would buy me. You said it was an easy sale.
I assumed they would want an AI tech. Hello. Can I help you with something?
Have you made this Quarian your slave?
We prefer the term indentured servants. Before you do anything hasty, know that this Quarian signed the agreement voluntarily, and her servitude contract is completely legal on Ilium. If you actually want to help the Quarian, convince the Synthetic Insights representative to purchase her contract.
Why did this Quarian sign herself into slavery?
I tried to play the stock market. I'm good with numbers, and I thought I had a way to make unlimited money. I lost everything. Then I got a credit line and lost that. Then I took out an illegal loan. You get the picture.
As part of our agreement, I paid off her debts. 5 years from now, she'll have a fresh start and excellent work references.
Man, that's a tale as old as time. I'll make some quick cash by just going into debt and then screwing my life over.
If slavery is legal, then why are you trying to sell the Quarian?
I don't keep service contracts myself. I'm a contract broker. I assumed Synthetic Insights would jump at the chance for a skilled AI tech, but they won't even make me an offer.
So slavery is legal on Ilium?
Indentured servitude lasts a set amount of time or until agreed upon conditions are met. Ilium must approve all contracts. The law limits what restraint or corrective options I can use and what tasks I can legally assign her. I'm also legally responsible for her behavior and health. Abuse is absolutely forbidden.
I'll talk to the Synthetic Insights rep and see what I can do.
Really? Thank you. I'd appreciate that.
Okay, so let's
You're hurting for
see.
things to do. Maybe after work.
Can I help you with something?
Would you like a Quarian?
How would you like to get your hands on an expert Quarian AI programmer?
If you'd like to submit a resume, Wait. Is this that slave? Synthetic Insights has no interest in purchasing slave labor. We're under enough scrutiny from the Citadel without engaging in practices the Council disapproves of. To be frank, we're hardly hiring anyone. The Geth attack on the Citadel didn't engender much love for artificial intelligence.
Are we gonna play the DI role here, boys? Are we gonna accuse her of bigotry? I think we are.
I see what's going on here. This isn't about slaves. You just don't want to hire a Quarian.
What? But...
Is it because you don't want to feed them, or do you just not like the suits?
Synthetic Insights has a strict non-discrimination policy. We don't just hire indentured servants.
Maybe I'll take this to Ilium's Trade Bureau, just to be sure.
Wait, let's not do anything crazy. We don't want to waste the Bureau's time. Okay? Fine. I'll go draw up a contract. Just leave Ilium's bureaucracy out of it. This Quarian had better be good, though.
Yep. I just almost cancelled this woman and her company. Oh man, I love how this many years ago they kind of knew that that was the way to get shit done. At least for the moment. This is pre-anti-woke gamers.
Synthetic Insights just sent over the contract. I cannot thank you enough.
I'm happy to help.
Here, for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get this service contract transferred.
Thank you. I'll stay out of trouble this time.
Yeah, even the Reapers.
Welcome to Eternity. I'm Athena, Asari matriarch and bartender. What can I get you?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know. Not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
How do you even know about that?
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
Wait, they killed each other? What? What a relationship.
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars.
Yeah, when he was young. Loved showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. When I was a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. All that Asari wisdom got the Destiny Ascension blown to hell, and now you humans are in charge. And I warned him, told people on Thessia what was coming, and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That
Yeah,
art,
take care.
philosophy, and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
What's it like, living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find peace in whatever arms will hold you. Turian, Elcor, Hanar. Even had a pureblood daughter. I was the father. Didn't work out. And one day you wake up, your figure's gotten matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
Thanks for telling me about that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
Just looking around.
Quickly want to go to the bathroom, be right
Don't
back.
eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Alright, I'm back. Here's space. Alright. It's I'm not sure. What are we supposed to do now?
Ms. Lawson, I'm glad you've made it. We've had a complication.
What happened? Is Ariana all right?
She's fine, but you listed a man named Niket as your trusted source. He contacted me, warning that your father has sent Eclipse mercenaries to make a sweep. He suggested that the Mercs might be watching for you personally. He's offered to escort Oriana's family to the terminal instead.
Who is Niket?
You didn't mention anything about Niket.
He's a friend. He and I go back a long way.
Do you want to bring in any of your other Ilium contacts, Ms. Lawson?
No. You and Niket are the only two I trust on this.
What information do you have about the mercenaries?
I've confirmed that they're Eclipse, and that they're working for an organization Ms. Lawson warned us about. I could try to alert the authorities, but so far they've done nothing illegal.
You made the right decision. We'll handle this ourselves.
Making changes now could be dangerous. Are you sure you can trust Niket?
Absolutely. He's one of my oldest friends. I trust him with Ariana. Lantea, we'll follow Niket's suggestion. Shepard and I will take the car and draw their attention. Have Niket escort the family to the shuttle. Give him full access to the family's itinerary, just to be safe.
Understood, Ms. Lawson.
So the plan is for us to get shot down by Eclipse while your sister gets to safety?
Eclipse will be under orders to take my sister alive. They won't risk anything that could kill us.
Sonic, how you doing?
I doubt Eclipse will send all their people just to stop you. Do you want to give Niket any backup?
Niket can take care of himself. Besides, any armed backup just draws attention to him.
I'm ready whenever you are, Miranda.
Let's go.
Thank you, Shepard. I appreciate this. I hadn't planned on Eclipse, but they never planned on you.
This is true. Sniper rifle, Tempest. Yeah, we good. We good.
Damn it! Eclipse mercenary gunships. They'll be dropping troops in the cargo areas.
Put us down in that cover behind them.
Let's hope they really do want to take us alive.
Hold fire! I said hold fire, damn it!
All right, here we go.
I got this.
Since you're not firing yet, I trust you know who I am.
Yeah, they said you'd be in the car. You're the bitch that kidnapped our boss's little girl.
Kidnapped? This doesn't involve you. I suggest you take your men and go.
Think you've got it all lined up, huh? Captain Inyala's already moving in on the kid. She knows about Niket. He won't be helping you.
What do you mean Niket won't be helping us?
Nothing you need to worry about. Nobody's gonna get killed unless you do something stupid. You walk away now, the girl goes back to her father, and everybody's happy.
Everybody but my sister.
Nostalgia, Sonic.
And me.
Should we be talking to Captain Inyala about this?
You don't want to talk to the captain. She's not as polite as I am. She's the best commando I've ever seen. I've seen her tear people in half with her biotics. And she's getting paid a lot to stop you.
She gets in my way, she'll never have a chance to spend it.
Wait, Miranda, you said she was your twin sister.
That what she told you? No, this crazy bitch kidnapped our boss's baby daughter. He's been looking for her for more than a decade.
It's complicated, Shepard. We share the same DNA, just not the same birthday.
You took a baby from the richest guy in the galaxy, lady. I don't know what your damage is, but you're not getting away with it.
You're not getting Miranda's sister. If you push this, it'll go badly for you.
Captain Inyala ordered us to give you one chance to walk away. This whole time we've been talking, my men have been lining up shots. When I say the word, we unleash hell on your squad. So I suggest you walk away nicely, unless you want...
They've seen us.
Show them what Eclipse can do!
Combat drone, watch out! It's me, Shepard.
Incineration ready!
Oh man, I have to get back into this. Oh no! Shooting at my ass.
Headshot! There we go!
I'm at.
Come on, we need to get to Niket.
Team 4's pretty dead.
Hang on, I've got one of their radios. I'll patch us in, see if I can get an idea of what we're up against. Shepard, I think I owe you an explanation. Oriana is my twin, genetically. But my father grew her when I was a teenager. She was meant to replace me. I couldn't let my father do to her what he did to me. So I rescued her. She's almost a woman now.
Kratos, how you doing, bro? And have you played it since? Gregory, how you doing, sir?
Why didn't you tell me that we were saving a kid?
She's not a child. She'll be 19 this year. But, well, it didn't seem relevant at the time, I suppose. There are people who'd use her against me. I'm very protective when it comes to Oriana. I'm sorry I didn't trust you sooner. You deserved to know.
I can understand choosing to go your own way, but you stole a young child from her father.
If you knew my father, you would understand. I wasn't the first one he made. I was only the first one he kept. I was brought up with no friends, pushed to meet impossible demands. I wasn't a daughter to him. I don't know what I was. Oriana has had a normal life. I made the right decision.
If Eclipse knows where Oriana is, they'll be moving in on her soon. We need to hurry.
Agreed. I'm a bit worried by what the Merc said. If they've got to Niket somehow, this is going to be harder than I'd planned. According to the specs I reviewed, we'll need to cut through the cargo processing yard to get to Oriana.
Can you tell me anything about the cargo processing yard?
We'll be moving through conveyor systems. There'll be a lot of movement. Finding targets won't be easy. We'll need to stay sharp. And these cargo transports carry hazardous materials. So watch what you shoot at.
I hope your friend can be trusted.
Absolutely. Niket is one of my oldest friends. I guess you could say he was my only real friend. He's the only person I didn't cut ties with when I left my father.
Is there a chance your father could be using Niket to get to you?
I'm sure he's tried, but Niket's one of the few people who understands what my father is really like. I trusted him with my life when I ran from my father, Shepard. He won't betray me now.
Let's go find Niket and Oriana.
Gregory, I think I do, yeah. Kratos, I'm very good. Thanks for asking. So you have played Mass Effect since then, right?
They're on the far side of the conveyor line. Time your shots.
But I'm hacking. Okay. Come on, boys.
Incoming!
Oh, come on. Oh. Just get them to stop shooting me. Come on. Man, what's with this aim?
One left. Damn it! Come.
The reactions are crazy.
This is Inyala. Keep the bitch back. The cat is nearing the transport terminal.
I ran through the ME2 at least a dozen times. This led to pre-ordering the third one, the only pre-order in my life, not falling for it again. Dude, number 3, I don't know why people... So how many of you actually hated number 3, if I may ask? Because I genuinely don't understand why people hate number 3 so much. The ending was maybe a little bit sucky, but...
Now what's this?
It was still not a bad game.
Hostile! He goes.
Rerouting power. Hostile forces have engaged. Rerouting power. Allied force casualty. Hostile forces have engaged. System training.
I don't care how many executes. Just stall them, damn it.
Nice shot.
Never saw me coming.
Nice.
Concussive shot ready.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There we go.
Heavy weapons.
I've lost shield.
Oh, look at this guy, still here. I was surprised how good the Mass Effect was. Never played the 4th one. It looks awful. Yeah, don't play 4. It's not 4. It's called Mass Effect Andromeda. It's got nothing to do with the original Mass Effect games. This is why a lot of us actually call Mass Effect 5 Mass Effect 4, because Mass Effect Andromeda doesn't even take place in our solar system or in the Milky Way. It's in the Andromeda galaxy, which has nothing to do with us. Man.
Enemies in front! One last!
Divert everyone except my guard from Niket.
I need to get back into the groove of shooting.
Damn it, I'm not letting her get Oriana.
Oh.
Perfect!
Taking cover.
Hostile combat drone! Watch
Not
out!
that one.
Oh, what the?
Firing a high impact shot.
Nice shot!
I hate my life.
Never saw me coming.
Deploy combat drone! Get ready to burn!
Combat drone, watch out!
Fire in the hole.
Very dead. That's fine. Not in this one, no. No jumping in this one. What the? What? Dude, what? That is nonsense is what that is. But it's fine. We'll get it right.
We're compromised!
Impressive.
Eclipse!
Firing a high impact shot.
Fire on the unshielded hostiles!
Yes!
Oh, you mother.
Yes!
Grabbing cover.
How did that not kill him? Right in the noggin.
We can cut down through the cargo line. Burn, bitch! There we go!
This gun is insane, dude. How do you even shoot with a shot? You have to do burst shot, I guess. All right, we're making all of our money back. This is nice.
Eclipse operatives have attempted to delay you by disabling the elevators. I am overriding their lockdown.
Nice shooting.
What the?
Deploy combat drone!
Peace.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Reach the terminal. He'll switch the family
Can't wait for Exodus. Kratos, you and me both. I'm very much looking forward to Exodus.
But that can't be right.
The question is just, is Exodus gonna be good? Or is it gonna be woke?
Maybe the captain knows we're listening in and she's feeding misinformation about Niket making a switch. Or maybe it means something else. Niket wouldn't do that. Damn it, why won't this thing go any faster?
What makes you so sure that Niket wouldn't turn on you?
He could have turned on me when I ran away. I'm sure my father tried to buy him off. If he didn't do it then, why would he do it now?
Did Niket know that you took Oriana from your father?
No, he just found out about that recently. It was too personal to involve someone else. I never really thought about it, but maybe... No, he'd have to understand why I did it. He knows what I went through.
The message on the radio seemed pretty clear.
He wouldn't betray me. We'll be at the transport shuttle in a moment and we'll clear this up.
Listen to me. I've got authorization to change their booking.
I'm sorry, sir. We're under security lockdown. Until the situation in the cargo terminal is resolved, no passengers can be rebooked.
This isn't worth my time, Niket. I get paid regardless of how the girl gets there.
No. I was told that I could handle this my way. We're not traumatizing the family any more than we... Miri.
This should be fun.
Niket, you sold me out.
Not many civilians around. We can end this here and now.
Not before I get some answers. Why, Niket? You were my friend. You helped me get away from my father.
Yes, because you wanted to leave. That was your choice. But if I'd known that you'd stolen a baby...
I didn't steal her. I rescued her.
From a life of wealth and happiness, you weren't saving her. You were getting back at your father.
How did Miranda's father turn you?
They told me you kidnapped your baby sister all those years ago. They said I could help get her back peacefully. No trauma to the family. I told them you'd never do that. They could go to hell. Then you finally told me what you'd done. I called them back that night.
Why didn't you call me, Niket? We've been through a lot. You could have at least let me explain.
I deserve to know that you'd stolen your sister, Miri. I deserve to know you were with Cerberus. But I had to hear it from your father first.
How much did Miranda's father pay you?
A great deal.
Damn it, Niket! You were the only one I trusted from that life.
He knew you felt that way. That's why he bought me.
So you just took his money?
Don't get holy with me, Miri. You took his money for years.
I knew Eclipse was willing to get their hands dirty. But kidnapping a kid?
I'm not stealing her. I'm rescuing her. Come on, Niket. Let's finish this bitch off and get out of here.
Take your best shot.
I was just waiting for you to finish getting dressed. Or does Cerberus really let you whore around in that outfit?
Okay.
Whether or not you agree with Miranda, Oriana has been with her family for years now.
Her father can still give her a better life.
You don't know what my father wants for her.
I know that I've been poor, Miri. I didn't much care for it.
He wants to take a girl away from the only family she's ever known. Doesn't that tell you what he really is?
If Niket knows about Oriana, then your father does too. Relocating her won't work.
Miranda's father has no information about Oriana. I knew you had spy programs in your father's system, Miri, so I kept it private.
Show me how you doing.
One who knows.
Which means that you're the only loose end. This isn't how I wanted it to end, Niket. I'm going to miss you. Figuratively speaking.
I was tired of talking anyway.
So was I.
Let's do it, Eclipse!
Man, she was close enough. I could have killed her.
Combat drone, watch out.
Oh, for the... Must I miss every single second shot before I get...
Firing a high impact shot.
Over there.
Now both of them. How are you guys dead? What's going on?
Nice shot.
Whoa! Oh, of course.
I'll tear you apart!
What the?
Moving to cover.
Incineration! Great! Engage at will! Stay on them! I'll kill any runners myself! You bot! You've seen us! Don't let up!
How in the world is this not hitting? There we go.
Flush shield.
Firing a high impact shot.
Over there.
Sorry, Commando.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna lose my shit, bro. They keep ducking and dive. What did I hit?
Gotcha!
Never saw me coming.
There could be more Eclipse mercs near the shuttle. I want to make sure Oriana and her family...
The same girl that plays as Miranda is the same actress that played in the show Chuck. I find that funny. Wait, what? What show? I don't think I've ever seen Chuck. What's Chuck about? And did they do her face any justice in this game, or did they change her? I've heard of Chuck before, but I don't think I've ever watched a single episode.
I can't believe Niket sold me out. I didn't even see it coming.
Even with all your upgrades, you're human, just like the rest of us.
But I let it get personal and I screwed up. Why did he make me kill him? He could have run. He could have lied about having the data stored somewhere. But he just stood there. The only loose end. He knew what I'd have to do.
Maybe some part of him regretted what he did, and he wanted to atone somehow.
You atone by fixing your mistakes, not by committing suicide.
You did what you had to do, Miranda. You're not responsible for his death.
Of course I am. But it's not my fault. It's not even Niket's, really. My father takes the blame for all of this. It's always been like this. My father gave me anything I ever wanted, but there was always a hook, an angle for his long-term plan. I threw away everything he ever gave me when I ran. Except Niket. Weakness on my part?
Any other old friends your father might use against you?
No. I cut ties with everyone else. Anyone I'm close to now works for Cerberus. Or you. My father's powerful, but he won't cross the elusive man.
You still have Oriana.
My father didn't give her to me. I rescued her, but yes, you're right. I still have something. Thank you.
Sonic, I actually don't mind.
No sign of Eclipse. It looks like we're clear. There she is. She's safe. With her family. Come on, we should go.
Don't you even want to say hello?
It's not about what I want, it's about what's right for her. The less she knows about me, the better. She's got a family. A life. I'll just complicate that for her.
She doesn't need any details. But would it really be so bad for her to know she has a sister who loves her?
I guess not.
Go on. We'll wait here.
Lots of media, how you doing, bro? Is it good, Kratos? Because I'm looking for a new TV show to watch. Great Scott. Kickle, how you doing? Any genres you're into, Akko? Well, basically anything that's RPG. Watch Yellowstone if you didn't yet. I started watching it, but then I got bored of it. I should probably get into it again, see how it changes things. Miranda. Nothing. Great. Great success. Never watched it, but I've seen clips of it on YouTube. The episodes are a little longer than I like, but it's a cool TV show. Pringles, how you doing, bro? Can't wait to see what Matt Hansen has done to the game. What game, Pringles? Mass Effect 5. Oh, and I'm not looking forward to seeing what Mass Effect 5 is. Oh, Avowed. Oh yeah, Matt Hansen is the author. Never mind. I get what you mean. I don't like the graphics for Avowed.
Do you have anything flashier?
Personal opinion, I think Avowed is gonna be really bad.
Are you shorting prefabs?
Thundercool, how you doing, sir?
Pardon me, I'm dealing with damn Ilium travel bureaucracy.
Were you trying to get them to help you find this locket?
Oh, Stephen, thank you. Thank you so much. My daughter was young when he died. This is the only memento she has of him. Please accept this. It's much less than I would have had to pay the bureaucrats to authorize a search.
Nice. Thank you.
How can you short sell on prefabs after these human colony attacks? They're going to see it.
Oh, Pringles, yeah, I saw that. I don't think I've ever really considered Avowed. Just because from the start, the idea of playing first-person Magic and Sword and Board is not my idea of fun. It's a Space Risk game. I never played any Mass Effect. Lord Minia, it's not a Space Risk game. but it is a game about
I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Nasana Dantius didn't give us time to pack.
it's a very deep story game, right? You are effectively
If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
the gameplay is literally just there to tie together the story. So it's not like your Elden Rings or, you know, even your Dragon's Dogmas and things of that nature where the story really plays a second fiddle to the gameplay. And this one, gameplay plays second fiddle to everything else.
Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Someone who can make your life a living hell.
Too late.
Liara Tassoni said you'd have information on Thane Krios. Am I wasting my time?
Tana, cover for me. Over here. Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
Maybe you could help me find him?
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Nasana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse Mercs. High-tech killer. Undisciplined, but very well equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
Remember this.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then. She has even more power here in Nos Astra. She uses it to keep her friends in check, and her enemies dead.
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers, penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nasana's just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
Do you know anything else about Thane?
Not much. He did say that he's not doing the hit for money. Nobody hired him. I wanted to know who I was helping, and he said he's doing this job on his own. That he had to restore the balance of his life. I don't know. Maybe he's crazy. If he takes down Nasana, I don't care why he does it.
You're just offering your help? No strings attached?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're going to look for Thane. Nasana's mercenaries will try to stop you. At the least, you'll distract her guards. Take a little fire, give Thane a clear shot. I didn't hire him to kill Nasana, but I won't shed any tears when she gets what's coming to her.
Let's go then.
Good. I'm tired of this crap. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2.
What do you mean we're back? Was I not back? Saven, thank you so much. 40 months, part of the Legion Nation. Appreciate you, Saven. Really appreciate it. So, the game, you can obviously riz your way through the game, but it's much more just story, discussion, cinematics. That's sort of the purpose of the game. It's seeing the story unfold. I would put it on, I would say it's very much a cinematic experience more so than just a game, so to speak. So it's a lot more story based. And then Pringles, on to you, sir. When you say Game Pass feels a bit communist and that the profits are shared, what do you mean by that?
I just started getting a clue.
Really?
Yeah, I'm totally getting a clue.
Oh, that's giving me a clue. Yeah, I've got a raging clue right now.
Indeed. Well, I wouldn't be so quick, Pringles, because that's not quite how it
Fully
works.
guarded, and you'll find more resistance closer to the penthouse. So, this assassin, you planning to stop him?
I'm just here to make sure.
Wonder Blitz, how you doing, bro? It's fine.
There they are, the Dantius Towers. You'll have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
Why don't we just save time and take the shuttle up?
She's got mercs with rockets just waiting for you to try. You get maybe halfway up before they shot you down. Besides, your assassin won't go in that way. Best to go in low.
Any last-minute tips about the towers?
The Eclipse mercs will be well fortified by now, and they won't want to disappoint Nasana. There's no automated defenses or traps, just focus on anything moving.
All right. Let's do this.
Hold on.
Let's go, boys.
Don't linger too long. They'll be here to greet you soon enough. Good luck, Shepard.
Requesting assistance. Backup systems have engaged.
This will bring them down.
Detected. Impact event.
This is one of the best missions in the trilogy. Dude, I would say most of the quote-unquote DLC is insane. So I do agree with you. Like, they really did a good job.
You're still alive?
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Just be glad you're still breathing. What happened?
We're just night workers. Nasana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
Someone's here to kill Nasana. I need to find him.
I haven't seen anyone. But that explains. The mercs said there was no time. Nasana wanted us out of the way immediately. Then the dogs. I can't breathe.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
Thank you. That helps.
Take your time.
I think I'm better. Find the other workers. Help them.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, watch out for the mercs. They're everywhere.
So Pringles, that's not quite how Game Pass works. So when you put your game on Game Pass, you are paid by the amount of people that play it. So it will probably be similar to something like YouTube, for example, where you get paid a going rate based on 1,000 people playing it. But then it gets a little bit more difficult because Microsoft also includes in that how long people are playing your game for. This is why Microsoft will oftentimes cancel games that were maybe super good, but those games didn't really last very long because maybe the game is like 5 or 6 hours long. And Microsoft is specifically looking for games that can keep people engaged on the platform and on the service as long as possible. So I don't believe that now that you're a studio part of Microsoft, you're just going to be able to do whatever and never actually lose your job. I think you're very likely going to see, if Obsidian fails on Avowed, will Microsoft cancel Obsidian and close the studio for one game failing? I mean, if you look at Obsidian's track record, they've had a number of really good games and very few duds, at least up until now. Avowed will likely be their first ever dud, like just complete dead game. But then they still have Outlast, which... No, is it Outlast? No. Outer Worlds, which could maybe bring stuff back again, right? Depending on if Matt Hansen is again involved or not. So it might be Strike One. Maybe... But I do think you are, like, Microsoft won't stick with studios that just keep killing their games. Or keep killing their... Because remember, Microsoft is funding all of these studios because they want more people on the Game Pass. If your game doesn't bring in people on the Game Pass, why the hell is Microsoft going to continue to allow you to just go? Do you think Game Pass is bad for gaming? Thundercool, in essence, yes, I think so. But not for the reason of it necessarily... Like, the service itself, I don't think is that bad for gaming. But I do think what the service does is it really kills indie games. Let me explain. I think if you're an indie developer putting your game on Game Pass, you're just greedy. You're just doing it for the quick cash that might come along with, you know, putting your game there. And the reason is most indie games, not all, but most indie games are sort of one-shots, right? It's a game that you play, you have super fun in it, and then you're done. You move on. Very few indie games would be stuff like Mana Lords or even stuff like Oxygen Not Included or RimWorld, where it spans just hundreds, if not thousands of hours of gameplay. A lot of indie games really are just, you get in, you finish it, 10, 15 hours later, you're done. The Game Pass really doesn't like games like that, because what Game Pass wants are games that can lock people into playing a lot. With Game Pass, if you have a game like that, first of all, you're losing out on a ton of sales, and you're also probably not getting paid that much because people aren't playing that many hours of your game. So I do think indie games should probably stay off of Game Pass as much as possible. Or at least wait before they go onto Game Pass. So launch your game, let it get its sales on Steam, and then maybe 6 months or so later, then you can sell out to Microsoft. Because by that point, you've already gotten the money that you want. Now you're getting extra cash just for being on the Game Pass, and maybe a bit extra cash for people playing it. But we see far too many games coming out, going onto the Game Pass, and Game Pass completely ruins the game because, you know, people aren't playing it that much on the Game Pass, or more specifically, they're not playing as much of it, and those studios do struggle.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, watch out for the mercs. They're everywhere.
Any idea how many mercs Nasana's got?
A lot. Dozens of them are wandering around here all day. You'll find more the further up you go.
Why would Nasana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. But I didn't realize she was that ruthless. My friends, co-workers, slaughtered. They were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Let's get moving.
But yeah, Sonic, I do agree with you. I think I think it can be very bad for like narrative-driven games.
Very nice. How'd you like that?
Damn it. How in the world?
Allied force casualty.
They're standing in front of me.
Going dark. Can't do it.
What the? Wait, who the hell is shooting?
Yes!
Does Phil Spencer know that? Know what? Just don't want gaming to become a subscription service, at least not in everything. I have a feeling that will likely not happen. And more likely, I think we'll see fewer subscription games in the future. So I think one of the big problems with subscription games is almost everyone wanted to get in on the subscription angle. But the problem, of course, with a subscription game with subscription services is that you can only have that many subscription services before you've kind of done all of them. Or let me just think, what am I saying? You can only have 1 or 2 subscription services and then people just generally run out of money.
Now let's finish you off.
That's actually one of the things that I think annoys me, is how the industry just, for some reason, our industry is made up of the stupidest people on the planet. So when you really think about it, right? So we have COVID-19 that happens. And every single executive, the smart people running our gaming industry, just looks at the situation that COVID creates and thinks, this is the future of the world. Everyone's going to be stuck at home. Everyone's going to be playing video games. Let's go apeshit and hire as many people as possible because the world is never changing again. Anyone with half a brain would listen to someone say that to you and go, what are you talking about? Of course, the world is going to go back to normal. People aren't going to sit at home every single day for the rest of their lives. You're wasting time and money on nonsense. But of course, our industry is too stupid to even begin to realize that. And then you have, for example, subscription services. So you have, and this started in the movie industry, you have every single movie studio and their mother coming up with their own streaming service. You have Disney Plus, you have Netflix, you have Showmax, Showmax is the South African one. You have Prime, you have Hulu, you have the Universal one, you have the HBO one. Like, you have these 20-25 streaming services that if you were to sign up to all of them, how expensive would that actually be? Like, if you signed up to all of the streaming services right now, that would be what, $200-300 a month that you're spending on just having all of the streaming services available to you, which is nuts, right? No one's going to pay that amount of money for it. Now you have the gaming industry coming up with the same bullshit. Ubisoft has Ubisoft Plus. EA has EA Pro Play, or EA Play and EA Pro Play. Microsoft has theirs. There was Blizzard probably. Well, Blizzard doesn't have theirs, but they do have World of Warcraft. But there were talk at some point with Blizzard maybe wanting, or Activision rather, wanting to do something like this before they got bought over by Microsoft. There's been people talking about Take-Two maybe coming up with their own streaming service, and you just sort of think to yourself, wait, do you guys not realize that in terms of video game buying, selling, playing, it's not a zero-sum game, right? Like, you can have 3 different people putting out an RPG, and the one succeeding doesn't steal from the others. All 3 can do really, really well. Gaming isn't a zero-sum game, except when you're making a live service game. Live service games, by definition, are zero-sum games because they require so much time to actually play. Only a couple of live service games can be available at any given point in time. So if you want to make the next big Warframe or the next big Destiny, you have to make it at the expense of Destiny or Warframe. So you have to hope that you basically kill those games so that your game can become the big thing, right? So it is a zero-sum game. One will win at the expense of all the others. And streaming or subscription-based gaming. Subscription-based gaming is by definition a zero-sum game. Because if I'm signing up to EA Pro Play, I'm most likely not also signing up to Ubisoft Plus, and I'm also not signing up to Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass, because at that point, I may just buy the games with how expensive it gets. So you are, by definition, fracturing your own audience base for no reason whatsoever. So in that regard, I do think streaming in general is going to become a monopoly game. Where, sure, in the beginning, there might be a lot of them thinking, oh, but we can do this or we can do that. But eventually, I have a feeling they're all going to realize there's no real changing here. They're going to have to lose or close down and sell out, effectively.
Hey, I think he went in here.
We'll go get him.
You go.
Get your ass in there, and Asana's not paying you to stand around.
Fine. But
That looks painful. Going silent. Can't do that right now.
I've got nothing.
I hate that gun.
Going dark.
Here we go. Need some cover.
Speaking of Monopoly games, watching a few videos on the board game.
Going dark.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Man, 4 hits? Really?
Hostile forces have engaged.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Wait, I'm stuck.
Cloaking. Can't get there.
What was I stuck on?
Down you go.
She was invisible. Oh, you mean Kasumi?
Lost my target.
Cloaking.
There we go.
Perfect! Nice shot!
What, I could use more bullets.
Now you see me.
I need more bullets. There we go. Some bullets. I want to know what's in here. Oh. Oh, just an alternative route. Okay, never mind. I think Aspen said we will return to that, or might. Return to what? Cable. Wait. I don't think. No, I don't imagine that would happen.
Please, don't kill us. We'll go. We'll go. Hey, look. They're not Eclipse. You're here to help us, right?
I'm looking for someone, and you're not him.
But is it safe to come out?
Seen anyone suspicious who isn't a merc?
Well, whoever sealed us in here. When he found us, I thought we were dead, but he just closed the door and locked us in.
That's sweet. An assassin with a heart of gold.
Assassin? Here for Nasana, I bet. She's got it coming. You treat people like this, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
I need to get to Nasana's penthouse. What's the quickest way?
Cargo elevator is the only way up right now.
They're still working up top. Watch your step. Some of the walls aren't in, and it's a long way down.
Cold, too. I hate working up there.
Nasana's not exactly your favorite person?
She's a hard woman to work for.
That's an understatement. She works us long hours, no overtime, and this is what you get in payment.
She's unpleasant, to say the least.
What game are you talking about, Amu? And Thundercool, I don't know if I don't think we'll ever return to cable, because cable, or in South Africa we had satellite TV. I don't think those games will, or those services will ever truly return. It's a step back in terms of technology. People don't do that. But I do think what will ultimately start happening is we might start seeing a lot of these subscription services maybe amalgamate and become a single service where everyone just sort of puts their shows on it and they get a piece of the pie depending on how successful the shows are. Because, yeah, the current system is just miserable to play with.
Why not just quit?
We would if we could.
What's stopping you?
Our contract. We're stuck until the job's done. Quitting for any reason can be hazardous to your health.
We hear that anyone who leaves early tends to disappear. Probably just a rumor.
But who wants to find out for sure?
Did you see the one who locked you in? Do you know where he might have gone?
He's no Solarian, I can tell you that. But I've no idea where he went. Sorry.
If he's after Nasana, he'll be heading to the upper levels.
How many workers were in the tower? Are there many more of you?
Not alive. We were lucky.
Well, some got out before the dogs were sent in. Maybe a few are hiding somewhere.
I wouldn't stay here too long. It should be safe down on the lower floors.
I was just thinking the same thing. Let's go, everybody!
Thank you. And tell your assassin to aim for her head. Because she doesn't have a heart.
Get moving!
Okay. Lord Media, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And, yeah, I mean, that conversation was really cool. It was a really fun conversation. The hope is that I can get more conversations with developers like that. Oh no. It changed my sniper rifle. Come on. Don't. Do you have any idea how much this sucks? I have a lot more bullets, but I have a feeling this one is not going to do as much damage.
What are the odds that elevator's gonna be empty when it gets here?
We should find cover.
Absolutely
Quickly.
zero.
Have a pleasant day. You got it.
Taking cover!
Wow, that guy is...
Targeting assistance! Here we go!
Yeah, I don't like this gun.
Going dark. Deploying cover.
Impressive.
Crazy, if you want to know who is fake, just use the KCD test. I do think KCD definitely exposed quite a lot. The question, of course, will just always be who got exposed. Because everyone's gonna think they aren't the exposed ones, right?
Don't worry, my team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it. We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around, very slowly.
Damn it.
Have you seen the assassin?
Why are you looking for him? You're not one of Nasana's mercs. Who are you?
Tell me where the assassin is.
I've got nothing more to say to you. If you shoot...
How about goodbye?
A Sparta kick would have been better in this regard.
He's all over the place.
What do you mean?
We've got reports of him on multiple levels.
One less.
I hate this. I hate this gun. It changed my beautiful sniper rifle to this nonsense.
Now you see me.
Weakening their integrity. Engaging
Going
hostiles.
Good job. Spartan Rays ignited. Pre-Veil Guard, BioWare moments. Two Lake Dog, how you doing, bro? And how good was Veil Guard? How good was BioWare once upon a time, man? Like, there was a time where BioWare was one of the greatest companies ever.
Get back! Get back! I'll shoot!
That's really not a good idea.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
Hurt me? I hardly felt a thing.
Talon!
Slow and easy.
He's my brother. I just want to see if he's all right. Are you the ones who shot the merc?
I've shot a lot of mercs today, but I can't take credit for him.
Then who did?
You tell me. What happened?
The merc found us and shouted at us to move. We panicked, and he shouted more. I thought he was going to kill us, then his head just exploded. Talon picked up the merc's gun, but we were too afraid to leave. Then you showed up.
That's very precise shooting.
How safe is that bridge out there?
The bridge is stable, but the wind's your real problem. If it doesn't throw you off, the mercs will definitely try. There's a lot of them out there.
I'm looking for someone. Probably the guy who killed this merc.
Talon thought he saw someone following us, but he's been a bit on edge. I haven't seen anyone but the mercs.
Is the bridge the only way to the penthouse and the other tower?
From here, yeah. It won't be easy. Mercs are patrolling the other side. Whatever Nasana's hiding from must be pretty scary.
There are still mercs up here. You should get to the lower levels.
No need to convince me. Talon, come on, get up.
Can we go home now?
Yeah, we're getting out of here. Thank you.
Nothing true. What Baldur's Gate 4 thing? You mean the rumors that Corin Bosch's company is going to be running it?
Somebody, please give me a report. It's about time. What's going on down there?
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nasana.
Damn it!
Targeting assistance!
That looked painful.
This gun is insane. Z-Vengeance, how you doing? How can you shoot millions of bullets into a person and they still don't die?
Weakening their integrity! Going dark.
The banter was on point this week. 10 out of 10. Why, thank you very much, sir. Spartan X is how you doing? Enemies are pretty spongy. This is 2. Yeah. It's more this sniper rifle. It's a sniper rifle with many bullets, which usually means it's not a good sniper rifle. I love the sniper play. Sniper is definitely my favorite.
Here they come.
The explosives! He's already passed! No, they're behind us!
Holy crap.
This will put them down.
Oh my. How you, what the hell is she doing?
Focus fire on the target!
Oh wow, that hurts.
Target! Get your screens up!
This will put them down.
I'll tear you apart! Die!
Now you see me.
I've lost shields! This'll break them down!
Okay. What an unnecessarily hard fight. Who has bullets? No one has bullets. Well, that sucks a little, but okay. Never mind. We have bullets.
I'll take it.
We've been spotted.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do! No one gets across that bridge!
Stop screaming.
Going silent.
I wonder. I can half. But I need to find, yeah, half that target. Good job.
9-9. One less.
We're about to get shot at.
Well done!
I see them.
from bad to worse, boys.
Found that one.
Wonder. Can't really target those.
Cloaking.
What the?
Get down.
There we go.
What the hell am I paying you for? Deploying warfield.
I hate you.
Grabbing cover.
Going silent.
Right, I have no more bullets.
That looks painful. Now let's finish you off. Beautiful.
Oh.
I'm sending in reinforcements.
Please don't. I need bullets. Oh, for the love of all things that's good and holy. How am I supposed to kill this bitch without bullets?
Cloaking. Can't do that right now. Die. Fine. I'll do it myself. Here we go. I'll tear cloaked targets.
Dude, my bullets are doing. My bullets are like not even hitting.
Fire on my target.
Oh, didn't even hit once.
We got him.
Still no bullets. Wow, this sucks. Often melee them with your elbow. Yeah, melee in this game not that good.
Shepard, but you're dead.
I got better.
And now you're here to kill me.
Oh, that's phenomenal. But you're dead. I got better.
You really are paranoid, aren't you?
Don't patronize me, Shepard.
Charming as ever.
I'm sure you find this all very ironic. First you take care of my sister, and now you're here for me. Well, you made it this far. Now what?
You really think I'm here to kill you?
Do you have another reason for destroying my tower? Decimating my security?
I'm just looking for someone.
You expect me to believe that? Is it credits? Is that what you want? Just tell me a price. We can make this problem go away.
All the credits in the world won't make this problem go away, Nassana.
Who the hell gave you the right to play God? I may not be perfect, but look at you. We both kill people for money. What's the difference?
I doubt I could explain it so you'd understand.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You think you're so superior, just... what?
I heard something.
Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to... Who...
Not bad.
I came a long way to talk to you.
One moment. Prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
Asana and her men deserve what they got.
Not for her. For me. The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
How did you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Asana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
Let's cut to the chase. I need you for a mission.
Indeed.
You're familiar with the Collectors?
By reputation.
They're abducting entire human colonies. Freedom's Progress was their handiwork.
I see.
We're going after them.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
My ship will be the first.
You'd like me to protect humans I've never met, from aliens no one knows anything about, by going to a place no one's ever returned from?
That's the gist of it.
This was to be my last job. I'm dying. Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
You're dying. Are you contagious? How long do you have?
If you're interested, we can discuss it on your ship. The problem isn't contagious, and it won't affect my work.
Not to look a gift assassin in the mouth, but why are human colonists a concern to you?
They're innocent, yes? Like all victims of the Collectors. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die. Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
Cool. The Vengeance ready?
I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He seems quite civil.
Jacob, We need him, but that doesn't mean I trust him. Let me know if he turns into a problem.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I don't actually dislike Jacob. I just feel like they really did Jacob dirty, especially considering what happens in number 3. It just felt like there was so much more that could have happened with Jacob, and they ended up barely spending any time on his story. Huh. Heavy bone weave. Oh. Prototypes are nuts. Nice. Okay. It doesn't help that whenever Jacob tells you to do something, it's always the bad choice. They did that with a few people in ME3, so it's plausible to become bi as a result of brain damage, and if that's their excuse, GG, well played, you played yourself. Yeah, I mean, I don't really...
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
At this point, I think what happens in KCD is whatever, right? I think things have played itself out the way that it's supposed to play itself out. People who like it, people who like the game is going to like it. People who don't like the game obviously isn't going to like it. That's just the nature of the beast. I don't necessarily think that there's anything. I don't think anything's gonna change. I do think they did hurt themselves. Not because the game failed. We spoke about it before the stream or before we started playing. The game obviously didn't quote unquote fail. The problem is that I think they could have sold way more copies, and they probably would have had way more concurrence as well if it wasn't for Daniel Vavra's reaction to stuff. Realism, that game is a buggy mess. I don't like realism in video games. I personally think realism in video games are completely overrated. To the point I had to download a mod to drop a wanted level. It's not realistic by far. I haven't played it yet, so I have no real opinions on it. But before I go, what are you guys gonna do for the rest of the day? Well, do any of you have any interesting plans, or is it basically just work and do whatever? I will be back tomorrow or Thursday. We'll probably play a little bit tomorrow. Normally I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I might have some time tomorrow, all depending on the videos. I'm actually going into the Border Patrol office today, bro. Wait, why? My career from environmental scientist to Border Patrol? Wait, what? Why? Wait, that seems like a massive move. A move, so you're just going to be doing the usual. extra 20k a year, 10 to 20k extra. Wow. All right. That's not bad. I mean, 20k a year is nothing to scoff at. If you're already getting a decent salary, that's brilliant. Yearly only for a 3-year contract. Bro, then, hey, I'm happy for you. I think border control might actually be some interesting stuff. You might see some interesting stuff, right? And it's nice. It's nice to do something different, you know. So why not? A few years ago, we had a crisis with Syrian refugees here. A guy bought a helicopter and patrolled the border, capturing and zip tying illegals, crossing the fence, and then giving them to the authorities. Nice. He himself got arrested eventually because he was also beating them up if they resist. Vigilante justice. Definitely not something that is allowed. And you kind of understand why vigilante justice isn't allowed, because it can get out of hand, but you can also understand why some people just do it, you know? Because it's something to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me, for supporting me, and for hanging out. You know, I hope you enjoyed Mass Effect. We'll play more tomorrow. I just have some shit that I have to go do before the shops close. So kind of have to get into town. So tomorrow we'll play a little bit more, and then Thursday we'll be back to playing, hopefully finishing Mass Effect 2 by the end of the week, so that we can get into Mass Effect 3 or whatever other game we think up next. We'll see. Z Vengeance, yeah. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. I mean, I have played a little bit of Timberborn, and Z Vengeance right now, I must say, I'm not a fan. I played a little bit of it just to check if it might be a game that I'm into. 4.2 hours to be specific. And I'm not that big of a fan, but maybe that changes still. Maybe there is still something changed. The Elden Ring beta, I don't know yet, Thundercool. I don't know if I'm going to be playing the beta yet. I tend to not play betas if I can help it. I don't like it. Now I get into a game, love the game, and then I can't play the game. So, come on. Z Vengeance, I only played 4.2 hours. And in that 4.2 hours, I started over like 4 times just to check some stuff out. So I have not played to any sense of satisfaction. I haven't even unlocked anything in the game yet. So if that helps, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll play Space Marine 2 at some point as well. But for now, I want to finish Mass Effect on Steam. Once I have Mass Effect finished on Steam, I'll sleep better. Because then I have finished Mass Effect everywhere. On the high seas, on EA Pro Play, on Microsoft, on the Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, and also then on Steam. Which then means I have truly ascended. And I have become the master of Mass Effect. Everywhere it can be played, I have played and finished the game. You're coming back to WoW, right? New patch, 4 weeks? Titanborn, I don't think so, no. I don't think I'll be back to WoW in a while. At least not at the moment. We'll see what happens. We'll see what changes. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I might check it out, but I don't think I'll create content for it. But maybe I'll check out what the patch is like. It's going to be literally the same as every other patch because that's WoW. It's going to be a new island that you can sort of go kill new bosses on, but the bosses are exactly the same as the old bosses, and there's going to be new world quests, but it's the same world quests as all the other world quests. Might have a new dungeon, but it's going to be the same dungeon as all of the other dungeons. There's literally no difference. If you've played one World of Warcraft patch, you've literally played every single World of Warcraft patch ever. It's just, I can't do it anymore. Lady, how you doing? Happy and good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon to you as well. You literally joined right at the end of the stream. But I am leaving a little bit early today because I have to go do some stuff IRL. It's like whoever designing this game is designing it for the 1%. It's always the bosses. It's always the same exact shit. It's so from Titanborn. I don't blame Blizzard for that. While I have a problem with it, I cannot blame Blizzard for it. In this instance, and I you guys know me, I hate blaming players for stuff, but it is the players' fault. It is our fault. We are the ones that demanded more content more quickly. We are the ones that demand that Blizzard give us new things all the time. Now, when you want to do new content, you can either go fast, in which case you require a formula, or you can go slow, in which case you can apply creativity. You cannot go fast and be creative. Creativity takes time. So if you want to do something completely unique and different, you need time. You need months rather than weeks. 3 months wouldn't be enough. This is one of the things that used to be good about old Blizzard. New patches could take 6 to 8 months before you get a new content patch. But all of that patch was Blizzard actually spending time thinking through what could be really cool. This is what led to things like Trial of the Crusader. Now, Trial of the Crusader wasn't a good patch, but creatively, it was. It was a very creative patch. Blizzard tried to do something brand new, something that has never been tried in World of Warcraft before, and it was a mess, but at least it was new, right? But you need time for that. You need months that you can actually develop and design. Players obviously don't want this. The average player wants more content more quickly all the time. So now you have to find ways to cheat in order to get content into the hands of players as quickly as possible. And that comes at the expense of creativity. That means you embrace the formulaic approach. So we have a formula. It is a world. There are some world quests. There are some world bosses. And people are just going to be farming for gear. Great. That works. Most of our players don't mind that. So we'll just keep doing that. It is what it is. But if you want Blizzard to change that, we're going to have to be able to give Blizzard more time. Blizzard doesn't want more time. This is where they played into the problem. Because obviously, old school World of Warcraft would work something like this. People would play at the start of a new patch. Everyone would play for like 2-3 months. Everyone would be playing WoW. And then some people would unsub. There's no point in playing because there's no new content. And it's going to be a few more months before you finally get some new content. So people unsub and go play other games. And, and then as soon as the next patch comes out, everyone's on that patch because it's going to be great again. Blizzard didn't like that. They want people to be subbed all the time. And so Blizzard themselves also sort of exacerbated the problem. But this is where we are, and it's not going to be changing anytime soon. I consider TOC the beginning of the end for a while. I wouldn't say that, because after TOC, you got Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria, which was actually pretty good in their own right. So I would say if we're going to be talking about the end, or identifying rather what led to the end of World of Warcraft, I would say it was probably Warlords of Draenor. And not that the expansion was bad, because it was, but actually Warlords of Draenor initiated quite a number of bad ideas. Like the challenge mode dungeons became Mythic Plus dungeons, and that obviously created its own sort of set of problems. I don't know. I should probably make a video at some point talking about this stuff. Like why I'm not playing WoW and the stuff that I find troubling with WoW. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate all of you for coming out, for hanging out with me, for spending your day with me. I hope you had fun. I know I did. To me, what promised me so much as a player and gave so little. Lady, you're right. You're absolutely correct. I will make a video on this, and I'll give my thoughts. Maybe that'll be my final WoW video for a while, because I'm not making any more WoW videos, so I'll maybe do one final video on the main channel, or the old main channel. I'll just be like, this is why I'm stopping, and, give all of my reasons for not liking WoW at the moment. And then that can be it, right? That can be a good send-off. At least for the moment, until Blizzard does something crazy and they get me back. If they do, then happy days. Titan, the new channel is literally just called Akalon TV. I thought you knew about that channel already, but it's literally just called Akalon TV. And it's mostly political, gaming, politics. Covering woke stuff and gaming news and so on and so forth. So, yeah. Just jump into there if you want to catch up and if you want to hang out. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I am genuinely going to have to go now because I do have stuff I have to do before shops close. But I will be back tomorrow. So as always, be good to each other. Be kind to each other. and I will see all of you tomorrow. Peace.